Hello, everybody! Welcome back for yet another adventure, another session of, Curse of, what's that guy's name again?
Bob.
Yeah, Bob.
Laszlo.
Bat!
I thought it was
Bat!
What'd you say, Yulia? You thought it was what?
She just
No,
said bat.
I said Bab.
Bab.
We're all batting.
Anyways, we are back for another session of Curse of Strahd. Who wants to recount, last session's, hot activities at the dance?
Strahd's a weirdo. That was a takeaway.
More importantly, we had a fashion show.
We did.
Yeah.
We spent an hour and a half of the session just dressing up and doing makeup, and it was gay.
God, my ass looking at that, looking at the itinerary for the day.
Both the men and the women got to have a nice little gay moment.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And what's his face was also present. Much like every situation with him so far.
Leave him
And,
alone.
Aaron, it was there. He was there.
Oh, yes, Aaron.
He did Warwick's makeup. Then he did the Ravenna tactical makeup smooch.
Yep, I appreciated that.
Yes.
Yeah. And you guys met some NPCs. Y'all remember any of them?
God, Baba Yasaga, man.
Mm-hmm.
I've been bragging to people about how hot the fucking the head hag is.
Wait.
I'm simping for how hot this hag mother is.
Oh my god, God bless. That is I hoped I did good with her design, but now I know I cooked.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
the Baba
yeah.
Saga is quite peak.
I think the guy from Wallachia was his name Lincoln?
Yes, Valaki. His name was Lincoln, which is a really strange name for a Barovian to have, since they're all, like, for a cultural reference, it's all, like, Romanian inspired.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason my brain was like, Lincoln can't be right. That's the president.
I literally
No, 'cause I
only
made the-
remember his name because
I made the joke
Lincoln.
about hey Lincoln.
I
He is
needed
the
it.
president.
I need him to be memorable, and in a world of like, I don't think you guys remember Aaron's last name. Like, the amount of Romanian names here, it's like, yeah, Lincoln's a good one. By reference to anything.
A werewolf spit on the floor and left, and Maris was having feelings.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hot. Smash.
Old, scarred, white-furred werewolf.
Yeah, can he come back?
He's literally Greymane from World of Warcraft.
Yeah, his name's Silvermane. It's different.
This is my legally distinct Greymane.
I need you guys to know I have not played World of Warcraft, so whatever comparisons you draw, keep them to yourself. I want to feel original.
We met we didn't meet him, but we saw an alien.
Yeah.
We did
Strahd,
see an alien.
aberration in the back, vibing by Strahd, and then he fucking dipped.
And Jericho and Callan had a very awkward conversation with a handful of humans. They were hoping to make into allies, but it turns out they were just slavers.
Yeah.
What? You letting your morals get in the way when you're trapped in Barovia? Come on. What kind of attitude's that?
Sorry.
Slavery's bad, okay?
The prisoners with jobs.
Yeah, I'm sorry that we're isekai protagonists who are not going to support the institution of slavery.
Damn. Alright. Anything else?
And then Strahd danced with some bones.
Like a weirdo.
Yes.
I like it because we're all like, the end of the night, okay, let's just have a dance with the party together. And then Strahd's like, no, I have to dance. And then he just
it's
looked like
my
a fucking
party.
psycho dancing with this fucking skeleton.
Listen, man.
Very Strahdcore of him.
Yeah, very Strahdcore.
It's his house, his night, his curse of Strahd.
His Barovia of Barovia.
And there's that. Would you guys like the dressing room or the castle shot to be what we chill out on? While we take you guys back to your rooms after the night's shenanigans. I'm asking which one you'd rather stare at.
Our
Castle.
dressing room. Yeah, castle's good.
You got it. There's always the dressing room in our hearts. Okay. So after the chilling experience of watching the Dark Lord dance with a skeleton with incredible passion, you all are escorted out by the Piddlewicks alongside the rest of the guests. People of note that say goodbye to you are people such as Lincoln or the foreign nobles, we'll call them. I think slavers is a little harsh of a word.
The nobles employing the prisoners without jobs.
They're not slavers. They just import people.
You don't get politics, guys.
They're
Come on.
just human traffickers. Like,
That's not an improvement. Not an improvement.
Yeah. So, some people go, some people stay in the night as you travel the same way back to the guest quarters, the guest wing of the castle, and you all return to your room with a very noticeable bit of starvation among you. There was not, like, I mean, Warwick ate plenty, but I don't think certain people were comfortable eating in that area.
Yeah, Callan and I, we got stuck with the blood table.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Oh, you guys want? You can grab a little bit on the way out. Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
A little blood is a treat.
Come
I
on, Jared.
was informed that Baba Lysaga was going to be giving us some treats.
Oh,
Woo.
speaking of which, as you guys walk into the room, would you like to describe yourselves and your characters? I'm so sorry, guys. Starting from the left, God, apologies for skipping the intro.
It's okay. We were going to do it at the end. It's not a big deal.
No,
Yeah, we
people
don't have to do
need
it
to
right
know. No, you guys are important. Very important. We're doing this now. Obs, if you want to start us off.
Hello, I'm Obsidia. I play Lady Ravenna Dunaray, the mana-eating sorceress. For fun times, I just posted a video today of the second origin session for my upcoming D&D campaign, and it's a lot of fun. You should go check it out. We're working through the 4 characters' origins before they all meet up in session 1, and it's very silly, and there is lots of man titties everywhere.
Can confirm.
I'm still getting through it, but I'm only at the start, but I'm very happy with the amount of mantity. Next up, Lily, would you like to introduce yourself and your character?
Sure. Hello everyone. My name is Lily. I am playing Callan, who is a Water Genasi warlock, genie variety. And I'm just kind of happy to be here. Just, playing more gay shit. We always love our gay stuff here. Otherwise, for me as myself, I mostly just post on Twitter and Tumblr, just my everyday goings-ons and art and all that good stuff. So if you like seeing some trans content, I don't know, that's literally what I do.
Me trans.
That's my persona online now, so yay.
If you like the LGBT, you'll like the L, Lily. Please go check her out. She's in a Celeste binge right now. It's been really nice seeing the art. Alright, Yulia, if you would.
Hi, my name is Yulia, and I play Warwick. He's a half-orc paladin of devotion. And speaking of man titties, Final Fantasy 16 just dropped their demo coming up on the 17th.
The critically acclaimed?
Critically acclaimed. No, but next week is my 3rd-year VTubing anniversary, so I haven't posted anything, but I'm planning on doing it, so things will happen soon, and I'm very excited. Yeah, and I just like playing with these guys.
Or two things. One, if you don't have a PS5, get Final Fantasy 16 on Steam. It's a really good game for both the titties and the gameplay. Secondly, these sessions are recorded, and I upload them when I finish refining a character's art, which may take a while. So if you can't make it to Yulia's 3rd-year anniversary, pull up to her stream and donate a really funny amount of money. Okay, like $420, $6,969. You know, weird numbers like that. Give her cash.
We like that too.
Yep.
Money, please.
Money, please. Life hard. Money, health. Yeah. Next up, or finally, Mr. Maris, if you would.
Oh, geez, that's me. I'm Maris. I go by Maris Orm on Twitch and Twitter, and I'm usually a storytime streamer. We read books and we talk all things literature, but while I'm here with this entourage, I play Jericho, the Paladin, Oath of Vengeance, Dad, Catholic Guild, also man titties. So yeah, happy to be here as always, playing with this group.
This whole party is titty out, let's be honest.
It really is.
It
All
is.
bodacious.
Do I redesign some of the companions to match? When I initially sketched them before the campaign, I think like maybe 1, maybe 2 at most have titty out, but like
Curse of Strahd is an isekai where the bustiest people from each respective plane are summoned to fight a gay vampire.
the only way you can stick a vampire in his chest is by having a larger chest.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yes. See, we figured it out.
We got the meta.
Anyways, now that we've got that naturally transitioned introduction out of the way, apologies again. You guys do return to your room. And yes, Obsidia, Ravenia, you are right. Baba Saga did say that she would make sure that you guys have, like, actual food, that you don't have to eat in front of vampires sucking people dry. I know it's not exactly, like, the best thing to be looking at while you eat. As you get comfortable in your room, a Piddlewick does arrive. He comes in with this cart of various delicacies. Seems Baba Saga as one of Strahd's many colleagues, allies. It's a weird position. She is knowledgeable on you all as you realize that the food is very different for each one of you. Starting off with Callan, you get a very pretty looking bowl of ramen and a glass bottle of space pop. Is there any little things you'd like to add to that, Lily? Is that good? I wrote this because I said something.
No, I think that would be that's a very emotionally hitting one, but yeah, that's definitely something she partakes in.
Yeah, that's a very
Never have I
well
heard
known.
somebody describe ramen as emotionally hitting.
It's the
Or was
salt.
it the space pop?
The trauma ramen.
Trauma
I tried so hard to not either say Space Cola or fucking Soul Glad from Hawkeye.
Slurm.
Slurm, fucking Purple Nurple, no, that's not it. Fucking whatever the purple one from
I
Game
mean,
of Thrones was.
if you remember in the origin session, Civ specifically pointed out a ramen shop.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wait.
History with ramen.
Warwick, you have meat on the bone. There is no better way to put it. It is a carnivore's delight. Decorated around it, though, however, the noticeable splash of color is various greens. You know, lettuce, vegetables, herbs, a wonderful vinaigrette, And judging by the color of these leaves, this is like freshly harvested, freshly made just for you.
He seems very visibly excited.
Meat and greens.
For a hardy boy.
Mm-hmm. Ravenna, you get wine with a little note attached to the bottle. I'll deem that to you in a second after I describe Jericho's. I say bone on the meat? Fuck.
No, it's a reference to Danganronpa too.
Oh, dink-ass
Bone on the
rompers!
The meat bone on.
Should have added Uwada butter, fuck. Jericho. Your dish comes in like an attaché case with a note attached to it as well. I am now going to DM both those party members their notes.
I like to think that Jericho's like, oh, you're from a post-apocalyptic nuclear world. Here's some radioactive rat.
I know what you people eat.
It's like from Galaxy Quest when they get the meals made for them, and the one guy gets the fucking tentacle thing.
Oh gosh.
No, I typed in Jericho on the fucking Discord thing.
It is me. I am Jericho.
Oh, Jericho. But yeah, I'm definitely having just Galaxy Quest vibes from us each getting our hand-delivered, like, preferred meals. You think Strahd secretly puts some amount of human blood into your food just to troll you?
Nah, he wouldn't do that.
That's a valuable resource, right?
I mean, not for him, but...
They literally were serving it, like, in platters and stuff. I don't think it's that big a deal.
Yeah, think of
They
it
have their prisoners with jobs for that.
blood.
Mr. Maris, do you want to sneak a peek inside?
I'm feeling very concerned. I think he will. I think reading the little note, he'll probably take the little case and just slightly tilt it up, curiosity getting the better of him.
It is as soon as you open it, the smell wafts out into the room, and it's very pungent. It smells of garlic and other herbs, and as you look inside, and olives, and it is a pasta dish with solid olives in it. No sauce, but the pasta does gleam like it's freshly cooked and probably has like a light amount of oil on it. And as you open it or take a look, on the part of the case that like opens back, like the top half, there is a variety of jars of different colored sauces. Some green, some white, some red, some chunkier, some whatever, and various toppings.
Okay, I think he'll take the case and find himself a little seat and just sit down with it for a moment, sort of separating himself away from the group.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, Aaron has a simple like assortment of baked goods, like a German pretzel, croissant, some stuffed pastries.
So many carbs.
He works them off.
Right, Warwick passing him a few pieces of his meat to be like, you should probably have some of this too. Oh, and the vegetables.
Put some meat on those bones.
Make some like a little plate.
Would you like some of mine in return?
Sure, actually, if you don't mind, and he'll reach and take one of the croissants.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
No problem. Thanks for looking out for me.
Of course, is this, you like all of this? I mean, where's the greens?
I mean, I've only ever interacted with Lysaga before, and she keeps giving me grain-related things. It's weird.
Okay, well, we'll be sure to feed you other stuff too.
It's okay, I'm not like malnutritioned or anything. My dad made sure I was very well fed. You know, lots of protein and stuff, you know, gotta grow big and strong. Even though I'm kind of like already grown, it's...
Well, we gotta work on that strong part then. He'll kind of flex his muscles a little bit.
You got it, big guy.
Okay, enjoy.
How tall is Aaron? I have to know now.
He is... Oh god, you guys know I hate heights when it comes to D&D. Frame of reference, I would say Aaron is definitely... Ravenya's the shortest, right? That's in my head.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Aaron is definitely...
I'm 5'7".
Yeah, Aaron is definitely like 5'8", maybe 5'9". It's hard to tell because of his heels, but...
We love a short king.
Hey, 5'9" isn't that short. He's just a king.
Right, Maris?
Or-
Yeah.
Sorry.
He's still a king! He's still a king!
Shout out the short kings out there.
Alright, so you guys have had your meal.
Yeah, as Ravenia drinks her wine, she's really like biting her lip as she pours it, and definitely goes very half-lidded. Her purple, like glowing irises in the center of all the dark gray sclera, just like sparkling as she savors every drop of it. That is all.
I think Jericho's having a little sad pasta moment. He, looking at the arrangement of, the variety of sauces, but just decides to eat the pasta plain as is with the the olives and the garlic aioli and whatnot, and taking small, like, polite little bites, making sure that everything is twirled around his fork just so, having a few bites. But anyone who's paying close attention to him would probably notice he's actually just more pushing the food around his plate to look like he's eating rather than like more so than he's actually eating.
I think Callan would probably be just, not like she would eat, but definitely like considering the conversation that happened earlier today, is going to just quietly, do so. I don't think she would touch the pop though. I should say.
I was like,
soda.
"What are you,
I
a
don't
savage?"
drink pop. Yeah, it's soda. The Ramune. Yeah. And just kind of doing that to herself. Probably looks over at Ravenia and be like, "Do you by chance want any food? I notice you kind of just have wine."
Oh, I've learned that this can be just enough for me.
Uh-huh. Now don't let yourself get any malnutrition or anything of the sort. That's I don't think that's a complete meal, but then again, you're from a different realm, so things could be different.
She kind of does like half-lidded eyes looking over at Callan as she, takes the glass away from her mouth for a second, and there's a little drop of the wine on her lip, and as she looks at Callan, she just licks it off her lip and goes, "If I'm ever hungry, I'll be sure to let you know."
I don't think I'm going to finish all of this, so I will save some just in case.
If you do need someone to finish it, though,
If we're taking volunteers,
Are there any other princesses here? Yes, me.
No, of course.
I mean, if you want to save it for later, absolutely. But
I don't
everyone's just-
imagine. I don't exactly imagine that we're going to be able to have any sort of to-go boxes out of Strahd's castle if I had to wager a guess. So, if in 20 minutes or so, however long it takes, all yours.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks. Everyone just looks kind of. Do you guys not like the food? You all seem kind of down about it.
No, it's not that I dislike the food. It's just brings back some memories. I think that may have been rather the point. Looking over at Jericho.
It's hard to have an appetite after witnessing the kind of night we did.
Warwick and Ravenna feel real guilty now.
He's like a chickmunking like the meat in his
oh yeah, bro, I have a hard time eating after all that.
like hard swallow, like. Mm-hmm.
It's good to keep up your strength. I don't think I'll be finishing this myself, Warwick, if there's still room in your stomach for it. He'll hand off the plate of pasta.
It's like you barely touched it, though. You sure you're gonna be okay?
I had enough, yeah.
On food to go to waste, so he'll take both.
Just ramen, pasta, piles of meat and tubers, croissants
bread.
and fucking pretzels, man. Like you're
It's like,
you're like the
I
guy from
can't-
Spirited Away.
I can't let food go to waste.
That's an unhealthy thought process. It's okay to waste a little bit of food. Take care of yourself.
He's a big
Gotta use
strapping
it.
young boy.
Yeah, he's still
big
growing.
boy.
Those pecs get larger.
All his weight goes to his pecs.
Yeah, real ripple.
A nice little meal, but it is getting late, right? You think it's been a long day. And those feather beds are pretty fucking nice. You guys gonna tuck in for the night?
I think before we settle down for the night, I do think Jericho would pull Callan aside for a quiet conversation.
Sounds good.
I don't know if you just want me to dive into that or if anyone else has anything they want to do. But I think he'll just, ask her if she has a few moments to just chat real quick away from the group.
Of course, I don't exactly have many in the way of nighttime rituals, so by all means, lead the way.
And he'll just take her to just like a further corner of the room because he wouldn't want to like lead her outside. We don't know what's going on out there on the other side of the door.
You can definitely
So-
hear guests still outside the hallway going to their rooms or like talking.
Yeah, so he'll just kind of set aside a little corner for them and just... I wanted to let you know, and you can correct me if I'm wrong in this assumption. But it's not a bad thing, necessarily, to slip up and remember people. I don't want you to feel embarrassed or that you did something wrong.
I don't. This is what the shoulder bit was about, of course. I don't exactly view it as embarrassing. It's a bit more of, well, when you lose so many people, it's more about compartmentalizing. And I don't. You seem to be able to read people on a pretty decent level, so what I'll
Well,
say.
only if they've been through similar circumstances.
You've lost many folks too?
Of course I have.
Well, I guess I should have known that, considering.
You don't, you don't fight a rebellion without losing people. But,
Go ahead.
but you gave a name. So, this person must have been pretty special.
She kind of like tenses up at the mention. You know, I understand that our world, in a myriad of ways, is incredibly different than that of many others. But yes, he was someone special. Someone I knew since my first thought, honestly. There's not been a moment in my life where he hasn't been by my side. But it's been a few years now. And the best way that I think for me to be able to manage that and still be able to carry on every single day is to, as I said, compartmentalize. It's not good for a commander to hesitate. It's not good for a commander to have something weighing on their mind other than the survival and success of the mission.
Jericho kind of nods at that as though he understands what she's saying. But then he sort of scratches, his chin as he thinks and just... That may be so. But I found it's a lot more powerful to remember. Memory of a special person can give someone a lot of power, a lot of reason.
If I'm being honest, well, it's just. Maybe I am still in denial about the whole thing, but I don't. Can I just, pretend like everything is alright when they're gone? Because it's not. Can't give myself the time, and I do still remember him very fondly, as evidenced by my outbursts. But he's just another soldier at the end of the day. Another person that didn't make it home.
I don't think you truly believe that. But I know grief is a funny thing. If that's what helps you get through the day, who am I to dissuade you? It's just... I don't want you feeling alone.
She definitely, like, probably was kind of looking around, sort of past Jericho for the most part when talking about this topic. When he says the word, or the phrase, I don't want you to feel alone, her eyes immediately just fixate back onto him. Just kind of stare for a few seconds. I don't ever feel alone. I have the presence of all those with me right here. Clutches the amulet. If you are curious, he gave this to me. It's his fire, not mine. Just as I was his water.
That's a pretty special gift, then.
Yeah. I'm not going to pry about yours, especially considering how I've spoken this evening, but I do appreciate the sentiments. Maybe later, when I feel better, I'll come back to you.
Fair enough. You don't have to hide the happier parts of your life from us.
If I'm being honest, Jericho, I do find it a bit amiss that I seem to be the only one actually sharing details about my life, and it has gotten me nothing but distrust in this group. So, I realize that is a bit mean-spirited of me to say, but...
You live a soldier's life, and I've seen my share of youngsters who know nothing but the sword. They often have very short lifespans. I don't want you to just become another one of your statistics, Callan. Because life is a precious commodity. You and your brethren, alive and fallen, are more than just a number to recount on the battlefield. And I know that's a tricky thing to unlearn.
What I was about to say is that it's easier that way when you lose so many. People are just numbers. I'm sure I have one too.
Then you never remember who they are. Not really.
If I'm being honest, I couldn't name a single one other than Hakan.
That's a lot of unnamed folks.
A lot of gravestones to sit by. I think I'm going to head to bed.
Good night then, Callan.
Thank you. I know I may be prickly about this whole situation, but does help.
And
It does.
for the record, just so I'm no hypocrite, mine was Tristan.
Tristan. I take it they were your special person?
I had a few special people in my life. He was the first. Good
It's
night,
good to have.
Colin.
It's good to have friends like that. Good night. She'll head back to her bed.
So,
Before-
oh, sorry, go ahead.
I would say before she goes to bed, I'm going to proposition this.
Go ahead.
After her talk with Jericho, Ravenna will be kind of leaning against a wall outside of Callan's room.
Yeah.
Hey, yo.
Don't be like that.
All right, go ahead.
Wait.
Go ahead.
Waiting for someone?
Yes, I was waiting for you.
Is there something I can help you with, Ravenna?
Something like that. I had a bit of a request for you.
Seems I'm very desired tonight. What is your request, Ravenna?
She kind of looks a little demurely to the side and goes, when I first came here, I mentioned that I do not have much familiarity with sleeping alone. And given the experiences we all had when we were camping out, I frankly do not want to risk having that again by myself.
Well, if you wish to have someone to accompany you, then by all means. It's not something I'm unused to.
She'll kind of look up at Coward and smile very coyly and do a slight curtsy and goes, I will not presume to impose myself in your bed, but Warwick, would you be a lamb?
Even
How can I help?
Warwick?
Yes, would you be ever so kind and please help move my bed into Callan's room tonight?
You guys having a sleepover?
Something like that.
Maybe
Oh, just the two of you.
maybe you all should have a little sleepover to make sure nobody gets jumped in the night. Just saying, all of you should get into a room.
She would do a little
Okay.
playful bat at his chest at that when she says something like that.
Okay, I gotcha. Let me just go grab it. If you could prop the door open.
Oh, of course. I wouldn't want to get in the way of your strong, hulking muscles doing this. As she, very much, goes to open the door I'm contributing.
The spotter.
Yeah.
Girl.
She is both from a very noble family and Warwick is very strong, so this is very much something she just assumes he would do.
And he seems absolutely fine doing so. I assume the bed isn't like
Like
I
a
don't know
giant
how the
four
bed is
poster.
specifically- Right. I assume enough to lift and carry into the other room pretty easily.
So I gotta say, you guys are in a fancy fucking vampire castle. These beds are fucking big, but sure.
Okay, actually, Jericho, can you help?
You don't have to do that.
Rebecca will clap and be like, "Oh yes, I think Jericho would be quite valuable for this."
Come on, body. Use that vampire hunter strength.
Bends down to help lift it. You hear his back pop, like.
Oh, my knees.
All right. Any other sleeping arrangements for the night?
I think Jericho would, even though he's usually about, staying in a group and being I think he would try to find a little bit of solitude tonight. So he's gonna
There's
kinda
enough room
seal
for
himself
everybody.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna go to his own room.
Warwick is feeling a little like he had too much garlic in the pasta, so he will stay in his own little quarters.
The stinky room.
He's like, I know I smell it everywhere, so I'm not gonna inflict anyone else.
There is a bathroom, you know that, right? Mark, if you feel uncomfortable.
I know, but I did it, but it's still, it just lingers.
It's okay. Some guys just smell. That's what my dad told me.
Some guys just smell.
Yeah, it's a guy thing. Maris gets it.
I play chronically stinky men.
Yeah. Soleil Musk.
Also the feather pillows, and I'm gonna take up this whole bed.
You guys go ahead and get some sleep. I'll stay up a little bit to make sure everything's taken care of.
Sure you don't need a watch buddy?
No, I'll be fine. I'll be going to bed soon. Don't worry. Just go off and pass out and stuff.
Alright. Good night, everyone!
Good night, Warwick.
Nah.
Thank you so much.
All right. So as you guys get all ready and tucked in, put the blanket on, get all comfortable, a few moments pass. Whatever happens in those beds, y'all can keep to yourselves.
Hey, yo.
As the first grasp of sleep begins to encroach upon you guys, you hear a loud crash in the living room. Something shattering.
It's okay. Callan wasn't sleeping at all. She was just staring.
Yeah, not sleeping at all, huh?
Oh, okay.
Hey, yo. Hey, yo.
Keeping watch is a very mentally taxing activity, okay? But yeah, you guys hear a loud crash followed by an oh shit from Aaron.
God damn it. God damn it.
Oh, shit.
Aww.
Jericho just kicks open the door, guns drawn and ready, ready for a fight. Sees it's only Aaron and just.
You see Aaron in mid Pink Panther sneak form with the door a little open.
What are you doing?
What answer would make you go back to bed?
That's not suspicious.
Aaron, come back in here. Shut the door.
No.
Boys growing some spine.
I mean, not in a rude way, but I was gonna go out of the door, so if I close it, I'm just gonna open it again. So maybe I should just leave it open.
And you were going to do this without telling any of us to keep watch in your behest?
Piddlewick's here, and he just picks up a Piddlewick.
The servant of the enemy is here, is your reassurance.
I was gonna be in and out really quick.
No, boy. What were you doing?
Yeah, Ravenna will come out in a full, flowing black nightgown as she just leans against the door.
I'm just thinking of the stupid Scooby-Doo screenshot edit where Velma and Daphne trade nightwear.
Let's go.
Goddamn. Okay, listen. I know my dad told you that there's a lot of different myths about Strahd, but there's one that I remember him telling me when he was really, really fucked up one night, like sad fucked up, not like drunk fucked up, and he told me that he had a brother. And it occurred to me that if Strahd really is a vampire, he must have been a person at some point, right? So I wanted to look into stuff here that might be relevant to him from then, to see if it could help you guys.
And you thought just by going off on your own in the middle of the night you would find it?
I mean, it's not like anything bad can happen to me, right?
In a castle full of vampires.
I have to guess with Strahd. I don't think I can be really harmed here. And plus, we're his guests.
Simply because Strahd is unwilling to harm you, and would seek repercussions against anyone who does not stop that person from doing it. That just means that there will be dire ramifications if they do.
I mean, that's enough of a deterrent, right? Ravenna, nobody messed with you back home because you were somewhat important too, yeah?
That is a gross simplification of the dynamics. There were numerous other security systems in place, such as guards and additional personnel. Layered security tends to be a more resolute assurance of courtly demeanor than simply the word of the suitor.
I don't think any of the guests would hurt me, though. I mean, they all seem to pretty much get the idea that anyone in this castle shouldn't be attacking anyone.
Boy, let me just be honest about this. You are just going to walk out into the middle of the night, leaving our entire backsides exposed after telling us that you would be watching it. All for a curiosity.
I didn't say I was keeping watch. I said I was taking care of things, making sure the trays are put away, making sure that our clothes are put away in the closet. I mean, I don't want to point fingers. He's just looking at Warwick.
Okay.
I mean,
Let me be very clear here. No one, and I mean no one, is going out in a vampire-infested castle in the middle of the night. If there is something to be found here, some legend, some history, some weakness, we look for it during the day.
It is
Understand?
It is at this point, Jericho, you hear a very loud crash in the guest quarters, followed by another oh shit. And you hear loud thumping as a pair of footsteps rushes to the door and starts banging on it.
Our door?
Your door, yes. Like the shared door.
Good. Warwick will be the first one to walk over and open it.
Aaron's gonna back up to give you the space, but anyone else doing anything?
Ravenna will sigh and say, "One moment, I need to change, apparently."
Damn.
Also, Warwick puffing out his cheeks because he offered to keep watch with Aaron.
Oh,
Again, guys, he said he was gonna take care of things. He never said he was gonna keep watch. You guys are basically like in a suite. I don't think anybody needs to take a watch. This is a safe space.
They're paranoid.
Paranoid after the fact. None of you mentioned watch before this, alright? Aaron said to take care of things. He never said watch.
We assumed he meant watch.
We assumed a baseline of competency from this child.
Which
was our first mistake.
Oh my fucking god. First off, he's a young adult.
I know, he is a 20-some-year-old child.
Secondly, oh my god, keeping watch in a fucking, nice essay. If y'all wanted to keep watch, why did y'all separate for fucking girl-kissing activities?
Go to sleep regardless. But,
oh my fucking god.
That's beside the point.
Alright.
Sleep. That doesn't mean that I can't
Warwick.
about the skills of this child.
She's got her clay mask on, the cucumbers.
All right, Warwick, you open the door to a man, very large, angry-looking man, dripped in. I say dripped, I meant dressed.
He's
He's
just
dressed
dripped
in
out.
drip.
It's a drip or drown situation.
Dressed in this black leather denim jeans, and not necessarily denim, but like you get the aesthetic. It's a biker fit. He's got a chain wrapped around his chest, belly popping out with his shirt. He himself is bald, full on skinhead, and most notably his skin is blue, marking that he is a Barovian. Tattooed across his face, across his forehead, is like a bone white fist raised upwards. And he immediately like encroaches into your space.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
What
whoa.
the goddamn?
Work is gonna kind of stand in the way of the entrance.
Settle
Like,
down,
what's-
boy.
Ooh.
Hey, you're the one coming in here with the fist. What is it you want?
Oh, fist my face. And he tries to punch Warwick, but then just bounces off his chest. You're lucky it's a bad night for me. Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? Do you know what this mark means?
Clearly not.
Not a clue.
I would wager if you decided to stumble into our room, you would at least know who we are, considering everybody in Barovia does.
You're all guests of Strahd. Fancy guests of his
Exactly.
at his party. Like those nobles and those slavers.
Don't
Well, you aren't.
compare us to them.
He does not know that you guys are specifically the guests of Strahd. I am a true son of Barovia, of the many sons and daughters of Barovia, and you should be cowering, boy. Hand over all your goods and nobody gets hurt. Magical items, things of value, hand it over to a real cause. For the real owners of Barovia. Pulls out this
So
really
powerful,
dirty
you have
glove
to
set.
be robbing humans in the middle of the night.
He looks at you
Stand
really
a little
confused
bit
because it's
taller.
always night in Barovia.
It's a figure of speech, Ravenna says as she comes in, buckling all the belts on her top.
Listen, this ain't some comedy show. The rest of my brethren are here, raiding this stupid castle during your stupid party. Now, lest you want to end with the last couple of nobles and servants we ran into, I suggest you put the nice things in the bag.
You do. Let me make one thing clear. All of us have randomly appeared in this realm approximately 48 hours ago. We don't have any valuables. We just got here.
Y'all are dressed in some nice, shiny things worth a pretty gold out here in Barovia.
Oh, please take them.
Oh my
They're
goodness.
all Strahds. Please help
Oh, I thought you guys
yourself.
would, if you guys are still wearing Strahd's outfits, my bad.
I changed into my normal clothes,
Yeah.
not my fancy clothes, because that'd be
Alright.
quite silly. But
And as he's like beginning to reach for the chain around his chest, you hear another crash as Aaron just fucking bashes him over the skull with another flower vase.
Oh my god,
And
this
this-
kid!
And this guy just falls over. He was a pushover.
surprisingly bold of you, Aaron.
This is why I said not to go out in the middle of the fucking night.
Okay, listen. In my defense, a raid on Castle Ravenloft is unheard of.
But not
Secondly,
impossible.
I mean, by that point, I mean, lots of things are possible, but, listen, these guys, they're kind of like a really zealous group of weirdos, like Barovians, who think that Strahd owes them Barovia, and it's just, they're kind of weird, kind of doctrinated. I don't know if that's the right word.
So would anyone, and he's just gonna look amongst the group, would anyone have any qualms if I just decapitate him while he's knocked out?
None.
We'd have to walk over the blood.
I think this man's a fool, but it seems his efforts to do us harm were impotent at best, and killing him for it seems a bit of a stretch.
And he's technically raiding the castle, right? He's, like, does that kind of make him on our side?
Lots of people hate Strahd, but also a lot of those people kind of suck. I mean,
while this guy is knocked out, Jericho's going to approach and like lift up his gums and just check to see if there are fangs there.
no, regular ass person.
Jericho sighs.
This guy, this is just a right-wing nut. This is just a proud boy.
Perhaps we could restrain him rather than simply execute him.
As you guys are debating this, a group of Piddlewicks come in. 2 of which are already pulling at the body, and as if you guys want, you can look on the hallway, you can see several other quote-unquote sons and daughters of Barovia being pulled away by Piddlewicks and animated suits of armor that were originally decorum in the hallway.
These guys stink!
Mm-hmm.
Hee-ho.
Okay, well, maybe we should we leave? Like, if there's this going on, I don't think any of us are gonna get an actual night's sleep.
I would hate to agree to the prospect of leaving those beds, but it definitely seems that we never wanted to be here in the first place, and frankly, gestures to all the dragged bodies out, I feel like there might be an upsurge in incidents now that we're here.
As you guys look to the door, there is one Piddlewick left from the group. And all the Piddlewicks have like a default, like, happy emotional face to, like, little servant guys, little hee-ho. This one has a very determined look on his face and has his hand raised for your attention.
What's
Yes.
up, little guy?
Hee-ho, I have come with a very important task from Piddlewick II. Hee-ho.
You're trying to do it seriously.
This is a very serious hee-ho.
Hee-ho.
Hee-ho. I have a very serious task from Piddlewick II, hee-ho. He has requested that I... I'm gonna fucking choke you! The second has requested that I take you all on a very important tour of Castle Ravenloft before you see him like count his fingers. The night ends. Hee-ho.
A tour.
Quite the time for a tour.
You hear other crashes in the castle, much more distant.
I feel like your efforts would be better suited in taking care of your nighttime invaders.
You see the Piddlewick approach you, Jericho, and, like, does, like, the cat thing of, like, climbing up at you, but it's just, like, a little guy, and he, like, looks up at you expectantly. This is a very important mission from Piddlewick II. Important for you as well, hee-ho. Please. Hee-ho. You can't say no to him, man. That's the beauty of hee-ho. You can't say no to the little guy.
He's gonna detach the Piddlewick from him and just put him back down on the ground. Frankly, I'm a bit at a loss here. The theatrics of this evening are, quite astounding, even for vampires.
Well, if we find any sort of fountains, Maybe you could purify it, and then this will all be worth it.
I like where your head's at.
And if by any chance any of the raiders are storming the abodes of any of those slavers that we found, who could say what happens to people like that in such a circumstance that they find themselves in?
Jericho will look to the Piddlewick and just say, "Where are y'all taking the ones you've already caught?"
They are taken down to the lower recesses of the castle for internment.
Oh.
I see.
Their ultimate fates are not known to us He-Ho, but if you are concerned for their well-being, He-Ho, there are plenty of them, He-Ho.
I see.
I feel kind of bad.
Well, I guess it would be good to get the lay of the land. Aaron, you particularly were itching to take a look around.
Yeah, I guess we at least have a straightforward path now.
That being said, I think we should go on this tour armed to the teeth, considering the ongoings of this evening.
Agreed.
That would be ideal, He-Ho.
So you're anticipating some danger.
Piddlewick II's last wish was that we help you. Or really anybody like you, He-Ho.
What's so special about the second?
He was the first, He-Ho.
The second was the first.
Come, I will explain the history along the way, He-Ho, and he closes the door and then moves to a portrait in the back of the suite and pushes it aside, revealing a little hidden passageway.
So we were never actually safe in the first place.
Of course not.
Oh
Of
no,
course.
this is the Piddlewick secret, He-Ho.
Do you not work for Strahd?
He looks really confused thinking about it.
You don't.
It's not our story to tell, He-Ho. Strahd had us built, He-Ho, but our hearts lie elsewhere, He-Ho.
Good on you. As for me, if this is some special secret passageway system, then when we eventually do come back here, I think this might be very advantageous to know. That's enough reason for me to follow along, at least.
Mm-hmm. Piddlewick II wanted you all to be as prepared as possible for when you eventually fight Strahd.
He-Ho.
He-Ho. Thank you. When I have a lot going on in my head with complicated orders, it's hard to remember. He-Ho.
Well, who are we to disappoint Piddlewick II the First?
Mm-hmm. Come. And he'll wait in the hallway with you, and while holding a little lantern. Or not the hallway, the secret passageway, while holding a lantern.
Alright. Let me grab my things.
What things? You summon your weapon?
She's not wearing her shoes.
It's not a savage.
Yeah, No one sleeps in their shoes. We're not psychopaths.
Okay. Some of you sleeping in your fucking fancy clothes. Alright. Just to
Wait,
confirm.
you guys wear clothes to bed?
Did you
Warwick
walk,
sleeps naked. Let it be
did
known.
you walk out into the living room, cheeks out? You
Fuck ass naked.
We saw that cucumber swinging.
Alright, with that, we can say that you guys go ahead into the secret passageway as
Secret tunnel.
Piddlewick
tunnel.
the 42nd is the one leading you on this little trip. We'll just make that number known.
Yep.
Mhm. As he leads you down the passageways, you see... Aaron's with you all, by the way, as well. Just confirming.
I figured.
Oh, good.
Just making sure.
Aaron is also appearing in this film.
Uh-huh.
Sir, not appearing in this film.
As you all traverse these secret passages, it's very much like the hidden rooms in the walls that you, like, dreamt of when you were a kid. Little, like, resting areas where there are other Piddlewicks just chilling out on furniture and running in and out of the rooms to go back to work, quote-unquote. And most notably, you see the decorum is all very non-antagonistic, very in contrast to Castle Ravenloft. It's Castle Ravenloft, while clearly having roots in Elvish, decorum is more like that, like posh, aristocratic city, like Blood Red decorum. The stuff you see here, reeks of the classic woodland elf decorum. The now dulled gold frames, the more respect greenery in the paintings, and most notably, you can see repeating portraits of the same beautiful woman with beautiful black and white hair and red piercing eyes and 2 long elven ears.
Piddlewick 42. Who is this woman that has so many pictures throughout these spaces?
That was... Let me get her name up. That was Katrina. She was our reason. Hee-ho. We aren't allowed to talk about her too much, but when all of us were made, all we knew is that we missed her a lot. Hee-ho.
She does seem to be truly lovely.
Thank you, Hee-ho. We can't talk too much about her, but I think she would have liked you. Hee-ho.
Venya just kind of does a little, like, polite smile at that.
And they'll take you down to another room with no Piddlewicks in it. It's very dusty.
Piddle free.
Inside this room, it's sort of like an archive of sorts. Shelves pushed along, paintings covered up. But Piddlewick very intently moves to one painting, and then pulls the cloth off of it, revealing a family portrait of sorts. You see an older-looking Strahd sitting on his throne. Flanked to his back right is a veiled woman, very clearly his queen, with 2 sons on his lap. One having the same long, flowing hair as his father, and the other one with much shorter, slicked-backed hair. The 2 kids slapping each other mid-painting.
That's impressive, because they had to do that for hours.
Mm-hmm. They did that for hours. Those kids fucking hated each other. You can feel that from the portrait. Not hate, but like the brotherly rivalry is felt through the portrait. This is Master Strahd, Hee-ho.
Presumably the long-haired one.
Yes, and then Piddlewick will point towards the long-haired child. And then that to his left is Sergei, Strahd's brother, hee-ho. Words
Yeah,
hard.
You mentioned.
Oh yeah, wait, you said that Aaron work?
Yeah, that. Didn't you mention that he might have had a brother?
Yeah, he mentioned it when he was like really sad once, but I don't think he would be sad over this. And he looks at the two brothers fucking punching each other. Like it's very like it's very comedical with like these two dour looking parents and just two kids fucking ignoring the portrait. The Piddlewick continues. Strahd was a great conqueror, hee-ho. But Sergei was freed from the politics of his kingdom, hee-ho. In search of glory, he became one of the greatest monster hunters to ever live, hee-ho. We can't say much about Strahd's history, but Piddlewick II knew that Sergei's tomb held some of the greatest monster-killing weapons of all, his trophies from his journeys, hee-ho. We're gonna go down there, and you guys should be able to find something to kill Strahd with, hee-ho.
I'm clearly appreciative of this elucidation. If Strahd already knows of this place, why would he leave it unguarded?
Well, it's in Strahd's catacombs, the Ravenloft family tomb. The tombs are always shifting, there's never one clear path, but as long as I'm leading you, hee-ho, we should be able to make it there. Hee-ho.
When you look at the other guys in the party, you're like, well, this clearly reeks of a trap in some way or shape or form. The alternative is highly enticing in its own right.
I would ask to roll an insight check on Piddlewick, but I know that there's nothing behind that smile.
I will just say, off of your interactions with Piddle, I think you've definitely interacted with other, like, sort of, like, sentient drones like this back in the Citadel. Piddlewick is being very forthright and honest. Like, this is probably the most, like, humanity you've seen in a Piddlewick today, and it's very clear that, like, like, he's not trying to get you guys hurt or anything, but he is concerned for your safety. He made that very clear that this is not going to be, like, a safe undertaking, a safe travels. He knows there will be problems.
This winding labyrinth of the catacombs. I assume we will have the ability to leave if it ever becomes too dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I would
know the
love.
way. Yo.
I would love to just go and seemingly acquire these incredibly powerful vampire hunting tools. Glances over at Jericho. It just seems, well, I suppose you would keep the things that can hurt you closest to you in that way. Did Strahd, if I might ask, Strahd, did he see eye to eye with his brother at the end?
He-ho can't say. But
Okay, but if we go down there, didn't Strahd say he kind of has his eyes on everything? Won't he know that we're trying to get a weapon to try to kill him?
Would he not also welcome the attempt?
I was about to say, he made it pretty clear he wants a challenge.
guess you're right, yeah.
Believe me, I understand that this reeks of a trap, but if we're going to take advantage of someone's generosity, then I would gladly do so for Strahd.
And besides, today couldn't have been any better. One of the Piddlewicks leaked the party out, hee-ho. So now a bunch of people are here causing problems, hee-ho. Our greatest idea this generation, hee-ho.
What? I mean, I guess it is the perfect distraction. Might as well take advantage of it while we can.
So, are you all ready to go, hee-ho?
I believe so. Looks around at the rest.
I think as ready as we will be.
Certainly not going back to sleep at this point.
Alright. With that, for Piddlewick the second, hee-ho cries out the 42nd Piddlewick, and you all follow him down the winding paths to the entryway to the Ravenloft Catacombs. This is a Big Mac. All the way down here at the bottom, please place yourselves to the sides of Piddlewick and Aaron.
You haven't switched maps yet.
Oh my god, I am so sorry. Sargi.
Hee-ho!
Hee-ho.
I am sorry, hee-ho.
This is a very big map. There we go.
Yeah, it's
Woo-woo,
very big.
hee-ho.
It is our first little dungeon as a group, and I'll keep it simple. It's very straightforward. It's literally, you can tell what it is lengthwise. Yeah. I don't know if we'll get through all of it today, but feel free to give me your thoughts as you go along, and if we decide for the future that dungeons are boring, then we can just stick to the dragons part of Dungeons and Dragons, which is the gay RP.
Yeah. That is the most just distinct draconic trait.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, you were all brought to the sort of like... The catacombs underneath the castle are built like this massive... sort of welcoming... This is a massive welcoming area to it. It's like those ancient Greek temples that had massive mausoleums underneath, or even like the modern day like church ones that have those big, clean, ornate mausoleums underneath. Very large, very ornate, very pristine for just a family tomb. In the center of the room, there is this beautiful glowing fountain. Magical stones glow underneath the water to keep the room lit. And at the two sides, there are two statues of Ravenloft knights. But unlike the statues and suits of armor you've seen held upstairs, these two hold wildly different looking blades from the ones that are like the traditional Ravenloft straight swords. In the purple one, you see this sort of like large, curved great sword, sort of bent into the statue to hold its hands up. It is segmented at the ends. It looks as if you ripped out a giant spine and started using it as a whip. In the yellow one, you see a blade much too short to be called a sword, more like a tuning fork with sharp, pointy edges. The palms of each have heads. And the doors to the mausoleum in front of you remain closed.
Puzzle 1, we're already stuck.
Oh, yeah, it ain't a
All
puzzle.
right.
It ain't a puzzle.
Well, Warwick is gonna go to the other end at least and try to like push on the door.
The door
to see
actually...
if it'll budge.
When in doubt, open the door.
It opens.
Whoa!
It is at this point you hear a very shrill voice pop out from the left side of the room. Wait, please wait. Don't you want to like look at us weird swords?
If the swords talk, I want nothing to do with it.
Agreed. Move on.
The purple one says, wait, No, please. The last raiding party that came in here stuck us like this. Please take us with you. We can be useful.
Useful how?
We were
Give me the stats, DM.
we were two of Master Sergei's finest weapons. Yeah, until he decided that it was a pain in the ass keeping us quiet while swinging. Because, you know, when you get swung that fast, you kind of just, like, vomit and have to scream. And then he just threw us away a little bit down on these and stuff. But then we ended up here. Yes, we were Master Sergei's greatest weapons. Please. Please, we beg of you, okay? We were, like, his, like, one-off weapons for, like, one hunt, but please. We're very powerful. You can use us to break rocks if you need to, please. We just
gonna
don't.
start following Warwick.
I beg of you.
I don't need a weapon. Thank you.
Just please, bring us with you. Literally anything else but being here, please. I beg of you.
You're saying please.
We'll consider it on the way back.
That's what they all say, and then they all end up going to different places, not coming back. There's the yellow one. It's like crying.
Oh my god.
Guys, they're gonna get rusty. They're gonna don't do that.
No,
It's already rusty.
We're not rusty, we're pristine.
Long time.
I'll have you know our quality is toppest of the order. We're fancy. We can't break. We can't rust. We're really good at breaking rocks.
Okay, but can you not talk though?
The thunderous one. Like if it could turn to look at you, it does. It would, and it simply says, in the right hands of someone truly strong and truly stylish, we will remain quiet and awe. But if you wanted to simply take us along to maybe just be around, we'll try to keep quiet. We swear. Just
If
please don't leave us here.
anything, I think we could give these as a gift to Strahd.
What?
Leave him a little package.
What? No,
Well,
we
you
belong
said
to
you
his
want
brother.
out
He'd
here.
fucking melt us down, please.
This is so pathetic and sad.
Yes, it is. You should take pity on us, please.
For them.
Just we can hop along behind you. Just don't let us be stuck in here.
God.
Listen. You guys wanna-
Listen, Warwick, if your bleeding heart wants to take him, I won't stop you, but as soon as their jabbering gives away our position, we're chucking them.
Okay. As long as you said that you can stay behind a little bit.
Yeah, just get us unstuck, and we'll just like kind of hobble. We won't like interrupt anything important. I promise. We just want to be anywhere else but here, and you guys are like the first group that didn't just like spit on us or like try to wield us without asking. Cause that's really important.
Thank you, Crabgrass. Okay. I guess I'll go to this one first and okay, so consensually then, can I take you out?
Yeah, they're sort of like jammed in, like, you know how you would like put a bar or something to like hold down a door from being opened? They're both stuck like that. You can easily like finagle them out.
Sure. So he's
oh, sorry, go ahead.
nope. He'll try to wiggle the first one out then.
Pops out all right, but as you hold his handle, you feel wind rushing up along your arm as you sort of like unstick him.
Mm-hmm. Can he kind of peer into the hole where he was stuck in?
Oh, just a regular hole. There was like, the wind thing is coming from the blade, if that wasn't like obvious.
Oh, okay.
And as you like set him aside, that feeling naturally goes away, and he sort of like hops, and like because the blade is segmented, he kind of like stretches out, and you can like see like nerval cords between each of the segments of the blade, sort of like stretching and tensing out. Oh, thank you. Oh, it feels so good. Please free my brother.
And he'll go on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And here we go. I'm gonna lift him out.
You pull him out, and you feel a little bit of a jolt as you do, sort of like when you like touch a like static. And he like hops around zippy quick, like very like up and down motions. Goes, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Zoomies. The sword zoomies.
Mhm.
Okay.
We'll be like behind you guys and maybe talking, but nothing important. We don't really remember much, but we will absolutely do our best to help you guys. Everything for you. Thank you.
So bad guys who kind of like fall back in line, kind of metaphorical tail wagging at his good deed.
Let's go, Warwick. Let's go.
You are too kind sometimes. Let's continue on.
Mm-hmm. The first trial, the trial of kindness. All right.
Warwick passes.
He
Thank God
alone
we
will
have
be
Warwick.
spared.
Yeah, the rest of us are like, yeah, fuck these swords.
Alright, you guys continue down, and I didn't actually put in a winding labyrinth because that would just be space you guys walk down. That's what these small hallways are for. And Piddlewick, make sure you guys go the right way. You can feel the walls and ground shifting every now and again, though, as if the place is adjusting for more than just you. As we approach the next room, Piddlewick Hee-Ho warns you that it is what used to be the original dungeon and torture chamber. As you are all greeted with this sight, and I forgot to put tokens. Give me a second.
Is there light sources in there?
Yes, there are light sources.
Okay,
Please place
just for
yourselves by
Jericho.
this entrance.
Hooray!
Mm-hmm.
Things that only matter for Jericho.
My poor human eyeballs.
Human problems.
Yeah, I forgot to put the thingies down. Apologies. And US for getting something.
Werewolves?
Yeah. I mean, some people seemed interested in werewolves, I guess, but I mean, if they're not interested, I can
do that?
I can replace the werewolves if they're a problem.
No, I think the werewolves can stay
As a treat.
as a treat.
All right, as you guys enter the room, you're greeted with sort of like a strangely festive mood despite the very chilling environment you're in. This very clearly was an old torture room, as Fiddlewick said. There's blood, dried blood, and now fresh blood, old corpses and new corpses. Werewolves fighting over bones. These guys, I should really just give you their art. Those guys with the weird faces, though, that's the generic token art for the Fists of Barovia. Since, you know, they can be any gender they want. Whatever you want. All that matters is the bald head and white fist along their forehead. And as you enter, the Fist of Barovia that meets you, a very, like, slender-looking man, much more, like, well-kept than the first one you met, looks at you all happily and goes, "Ah, hey, welcome. What raiding party are you guys with?"
Our own, I suppose.
Independence. Yeah. Hmm?
Are you with the fellers who are causing mischief and mayhem upstairs?
Well, I mean, there's lots of different people, but yes, the Sons of Barovia are here to cause trouble at Strahd. Mm-hmm. And well, look for anything valuable along the way, you know, because it is kind of ours. I mean, I won't get territorial about it now. Right now, we're all fighting Strahd. There's no point. But yeah, listen, we got a little thing going on with the werewolves right now. They're also here to cause problems with Strahd, thankfully. So, like, one of them bit one of my boys over there. He's, like, pointing to the one who's, like, kind of bleeding out in the corner. But we worked it out. It's no problem. They're causing problems. We're getting valuable things. Did you guys come across the Dusk Elves, by the way? Like...
No, we have not seen any dusk elves.
Okay,
Is
good.
that fella in the corner bleeding out gonna be changing anytime soon?
No, we, you're not familiar, here, and he pulls out some reading material.
Are we getting pamphlets?
Some literature.
So
you
werewolf literature.
It is a singular page describing the Sons of Barovia and their belief that because they come from the land, it is theirs, and also, if you see one dying, you probably shouldn't interfere as they are merely returning to that which they already were.
Okay,
Lack of
that's
souls
nice
and all that.
and all, but he got bit by a werewolf. You understand this, right?
Well, yeah, but what's gonna happen? He's just gonna, like, kind of go sleepy for a little bit. I don't think he's gonna die or anything. Hey, you fine there, John? I mean, wait, not John. Fuck, what's a Romanian name?
No, he's John now.
John, yeah,
Johan.
sure. Linky can. I am injecting Western names with the Barovians. I apologize. This is the ghost. John,
So
Johan.
much true Sons of
He's fine.
Barovia.
Yeah. He won't be dying. You are correct there. I hope the werewolves are okay with incorporating another one into their numbers.
One of the werewolves whines and looks up at you confused. Yeah, sorry, you new to, like, vampires and werewolves and all that? Because that's not how it, like, works.
Wow, Jericho, your professional sensibilities have been attacked.
Jericho just looks utterly bewildered.
Yeah, so, because of the pact the werewolves made, you know, it's fine, you know, like some of us grew up a little sheltered, it's fine. But because the pacts were made with Strahd, they naturally can't really convert anybody unless they go through a whole ritual, right? It's sort of like, we've had some weird guests come in that kind of, like, match what happens. Do you guys know what, like, a shifter is or anything?
Oh yes, I've known many shifters.
Yeah, so you, like, it's sort of like those weirdos that show up from the other planes, you know, it's nice, you know. Now John over there doesn't have to worry about being a werewolf, you know. It's a nice thing, and the werewolves get to, like, take a bite out of whoever they want.
Splendid.
That's mighty convenient, I suppose.
Anyways, do you guys have any goods you want to, like, trade? We're all raiding for, like, different things here. Unfortunately, the Dusk Elves sort of, like, jacked our explosives and our magical items, and then, like, booked it to, like, somewhere really upstairs and far off to the north. I'm not too sure what they're planning, but, like, those weapon obsessed freaks are like, whatever. Listen, you got any goods? You want any goods?
You guys didn't.
Hmm?
You guys didn't take the swords that were at the beginning.
What
in the next
swords?
room?
And he gives you the look as, like, we're not acknowledging the two swords following you right now. He does not want to acknowledge them and bring them into this conversation. You know what? Listen, let me go through my list. Because boss, you know, the big man, Tombstone, you know him. You were sheltered, you wouldn't know, but, like, we worship. We got a leader. His name's Tombstone. He's, like, the Barovian, you know. Anyways, he gave us a receipt of things, or, like, a list. I say a receipt, it's a list of things to look out for. You guys wouldn't have...
Can I hop in a minute here?
Yeah, what's up?
No, we don't have anything to trade. Can we move on?
Let me just make sure.
No, you don't need to make sure. I can vouch for my entire party here to say that we just arrived here. I feel like I've just had this conversation. We just arrived here about 48 hours ago. We got immediately summoned to this castle, and now we are here, trying to get the hell out of Dodge.
Oh, you're those guests.
Yes, those guests. Now can we please just leave?
So that's, and he points to Aaron. So that's the Burgomeister's kid from Barovia, village of Barovia, right?
Why does it matter?
He pulls out a club.
Put that away.
That Tombstone Big Boss Man was pretty clear about wanting him.
Ravenya's going to lie.
All right,
I've got deception. I'm gonna try and spin a tail.
Right, sure,
There we
shoot
go.
Yeah.
Go for it. This is definitely an encounter you guys can, like, just talk your way out of.
Yeah. A 14.
Okay, let me roll his insight, which... Oh, man, alright. Ty goes to attacker, right?
Oh, it's up
Yeah,
to you.
yeah, it goes to attacker, in my opinion, I think, which would be you. I rolled a 15, but they have a negative whiz modifier, so, He looks at you very clear, like an LA Noire NPC, like his facial expression's changing.
Yes, no, this I keep wanting to call him this child, even though Revenja's like 25. This boy is one of our associates, having come with us across the landscape from the mists. He is very likely not the person you're looking for, and indeed would likely only be a waste of your time and effort as a true Barovian. I would believe that the Burgomeister's child would not be entrusted with these ne'er-do-wells, as she gestures to her party, who are simply trying to explore Strahd's Desmine to escape. You know that he has a special rapport with the Count himself and would not be so slumming it as to be spending his time with us.
Okay, Obi-Wan. You know what? That does make sense. The kid's kind of a fucking loser. And we did send a guy up there anyways to grab him from the West Quarters, so, like... And you guys are here, meaning you left him alone, so... You don't care, right?
Absolutely not. Whatever happens to that child is, frankly, between Barovia and Strahd, not us.
Aaron's just keeping his mouth shut. He knows his place.
That's the smartest thing Aaron's done this campaign.
He just wants to help, guys. And then he says, all right, but do me one favor before you guys go, right? So you see down that way past the werewolves, the trails of blood leading past it.
I assumed that was John.
No. Some of that's John's blood, but that's because so the werewolf that bit John was a prisoner in there, and those werewolves took care of it, right? They hated that one werewolf. His corpse, he's dying in his mortal form over there, whatever. Listen, there's another guy in that prison, right? That we kind of want to, like, make sure he's not a problem, return him to the soil. But, I don't want another one of my guys getting chewed out by a werewolf in case it is a werewolf. So, do you guys think maybe you could take care of it? Please?
Looks over at Jericho.
All trapped in a cage. He's got this weird hood on, so if you just bring back that.
If he's that easy to take care of, why don't you just do it?
You see, we thought that with the first guy. He was selling us some bullshit about how he used to be the alpha before Silvermane, and that he'd help us against Strahd, and we let him out. Then we saw the other werewolves, and we thought they were together. Wasn't the case. He raged out, and John. I'd rather not a repeat of that. And it could be a good learning experience for you, he says, looking at Jericho.
I think the least we can do is to investigate.
Yeah.
We clearly don't have the level of knowledge and prowess that you and your assembled entourage do, but I'm sure that we can at least try and gauge our mettle versus this caged beast.
That's a lot of words you used, but good luck.
She does use a lot of words. A lot of good words, though.
Felt good. She was smiling. I hope she wasn't making me, like, stupid, because, like, I don't get that from nobles. Anyways, and he goes back to, like, counting each of the shiny things. You see him miscount, pick up the same thing again. It's gonna be a while for him.
My band of ne'er-do-wells, perhaps we should go investigate this anti-Strahd werewolf that has made so many, enemies in so quick a proximity of time.
Alright, if you guys want to make your way to the west, Aaron and Pitwalk are actually going to chill out here to, like, kind of watch the rear. The werewolves were staring you guys down as you walk in.
Ravenna will lean behind Aaron and go, Now you listened very closely to what I said, and I would recommend you continue to remain blissfully silent.
Aaron kind of looks at you, a little upset. Yes, ma'am.
That's a good boy. Warwick, you want to drag yourself to the rest of us?
I'm coming.
It's a lot of shiny things to count. Alright,
There are.
so immediately adjacent across from you guys is a sort of like caged off area that is now swung wide open. There very clearly are like scraps of gold and copper coins and no silver coins. And definitely no electrum. I know.
Damn it, I want my electrum!
Some rusty old weapons, but this is very clearly some sort of like evidence locker or like confiscated goods area that yeah, some people definitely help themselves to. Looking up and down the halls, you see... Oh, I remember to put these tokens down, God bless. You see several cells going north and south. Which way would you guys like to check out first?
East or west, guys?
Let's go north.
That wasn't one of the options.
West.
It's a north-south axis.
You can go north. Yeah. You guys can go north, and as you enter these northern cells... Wait, you said north, right?
Yes.
Okay, so the west is in my head. You guys can go north, and immediately you are greeted with cells of long expired prisoners. People shackled to walls, people with like scraps of their clothing still on, giving hints of possibly being from different planes or from Barovia itself. And notably in the middle cell, you see a singular creature wrapped in black, dirty rags. His head and neck wrapped even further in this more, like, definitely uncomfortable set of iron barbs. Like rose thorns growing alongside out of his body, wrapping around his neck and head in the most uncomfortable way possible. Looks up at you expectantly, but isn't saying anything. If you approach his cell.
Yeah.
Its cell.
Hello.
Yes. Have you come to poke fun as well?
Not necessarily. We had heard that there was a particularly ornery werewolf in here that was an enemy of Strahd's and also an enemy of the self-proclaimed Sons of Barovia and various other wolf pack members in the adjoining room.
Oh, you mean the freak down to the south? Yeah, he's lying. I tried to tell it to those Barovian freaks out there, but they don't like my kind. So they didn't listen.
Perhaps you can enlighten us about your kind. We are strangers in a strange land, and we are welcome to lend you an ear if perhaps you have something helpful to give us.
I was a Barovian, pissed off Strahd. That werewolf down to the south, he lost his Alpha Pack position. Right? He lost that title and got entrapped for it. He'd lap up anything to Strahd for a chance to get it back, so don't trust him. Now, you said you were from out of town?
So to speak, yes.
Do you like Strahd?
I don't think anyone does, especially not Strahd.
Good. And especially true. I don't have a name anymore. I am called Talwar now. Or Talhard, excuse me. Put that in chat. Talhar. I should put his art on screen too, probably.
Yes, yes.
Mm-hmm.
He looks like a turban with glowing eyes.
Mm-hmm. He's wrapped in a lot of hoods, and a lot of rags. My title is Talhar. Now, do you all really hate Strahd? I mean, truly, you want to kill him?
It's certainly on the list of things before we leave this place.
No, I don't need you to just want to kill him. You need you to need to kill him. I want you to want to kill him. I want you to be spiteful to him. Hateful.
I think I can speak for the rest of us when I say that we want to see the end of Strahd.
You hate a lot of things, don't you?
I do.
You lost someone too, didn't you?
We all have.
I used to be Barovia's greatest thief. And then Strahd came to power, and thievery wasn't really a thing anymore. I didn't feel the need to. Opened up a quaint shop, had a wife, had a daughter. Daughter needed some medicine. Hag wasn't offering any. So I broke into Ravenloft for one little heist. Figured it wouldn't be that hard. Got the medicine. Got caught. That dumb hag, stupid hag queen, and Strahd punished me. They decided the only thing worth punishing a thief with was more thievery. Strahd made me immortal, and chained me up, covered me in thorns and rags. And all I could do was sit and watch as he had every single moment of my life. To watch every birthday of my little girl. To watch every day of my wife being spent with that man. I need him dead. Let me out. Let me out and come to Vallaki. I can't do anything in here, but I promise you, once you get me in Vallaki, I will be able to give you so much. Without any hag dealings, no catches for your medicine, no punishments for doing the right thing. So please let me out. And Jericho, he is, you can feel like he is trying to be kindred with you. He's rattling his chains, probably for the first time in forever.
Can I trust you to keep your fury in check
I can't
until
kill
it's
him.
needed?
I have spent ages in these cells with the man I want dead most just dangling out of reach. I can't even pick his pocket. I can bide my time. I won't do anything. I ain't angry. I'm hateful. So please, let me out. I'll be in and out real quick. I was the greatest thief. So please.
Jericho will approach slowly and sort of kneel down to look him in the eye and just... I want to be very clear here. I'm not about to leave anybody in chains. But I know, I recognize that this kind of ambition can cloud judgment. We are in agreement of our common foe. Any being that is not of his own kindred. We leave well enough alone. Understand?
His kindred, right? I understand.
And Jericho will just, kind of open his mouth and tap his teeth. I'm talking anything with flat teeth.
Awkward.
We leave alone.
Oh!
I used to have... Well, I've got his kind of fangs now. And not by choice. But I've been thinking about that a long time, and I'll deal with these fangs of my own after the fact. But I promise you that I won't harm anybody but Strahd and his ilk.
Jericho is, you can tell there is a lot of wheels turning in his head and just, ordinarily, if I were a few years younger, I'd probably just end your misery and call it good. But it seems I've softened up over the years. I can't trust you entirely. So, here's what we'll do. And Jericho is going to take off one of his many silver rosaries and hand it over to him.
He's still chained up.
You keep wearing this, no matter how it burns. And I'll know I can trust you.
What is one more iron barb on my neck? No? I will.
And before he acts on his own, he'll look to the group for some kind of yay or nay assurance.
I defer to your skill and knowledge in such matters, Jericho. Seems that if anyone would have moral qualms, it would be you.
Work just kind of looks uneasy about the entire situation. I mean, man has already clearly suffered enough, but if this is what'll get you to trust him, then...
A caged animal can bear fangs. But the fact that you're willing to give him a shot, honestly, makes me feel more at ease than I think anything he could have said.
All right. You're lucky I find myself traveling with kind-hearted folks. And he'll, before he gets him out of his chains, put the rosary around his neck.
You hear sizzling underneath the hood, but he does not flinch. One additional thorn will make no difference to him.
And I guess we we bust him out somehow.
The cell is unlocked. As you grab the gates, it slides open, and
But he's still chained up though.
And almost instantaneously, the shackles come undone. Magic fucking cell. He struggles to get up at first. His muscles clearly degraded from what appear to be maybe even centuries of neglect.
Jericho will extend a hand to help him up.
He takes it, and as he gets up, he hobbles towards you. Remember, Velaki, I will be there. Look for a man named Patches. He is my friend.
Patches.
He'll still be there after all this time. I know he will. And then he'll hobble off away from you guys, actually, towards this wall and into the recede, into the encroaching darkness that the candlelight can't reach. And then you see him turn back, his glowing eyes looking back at you, and then they blink out, and he is just gone. World's, Barovia's originally greatest thief.
I hope we did the right thing. I don't like knowing that I just set a vampire loose.
If it's any solace at this point, it's simply one more.
True.
Global warming.
Like, this is Barovia.
That's optimistic.
He doesn't seem exactly proud of his fangs, and also very willing to bear sin.
Sounds familiar.
So with that, you guys did clear out the prison area, technically. You want to go back and tell that Fist of Barovia all is good?
So isn't there the guy in the south?
The simp werewolf,
You good?
the guy who's sucking off Strahd.
The guy who would suck off Strahd for
He's
help.
not doing a very good job considering
Yeah.
he's down here, unless he's in a gimp suit.
He's he's kind of fucking dead. If you take a look down there now. Older than not the DM trying to. It's not important. He's not important.
Well, that was quick, yeah. He died of loneliness, of a broken heart.
He was attacked by the other werewolves in Fist of Barovia, so he was bleeding out, and we'll just say that he died off screen. He's not important. Not in my take of Barovia, anyways.
We didn't get to him in time.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, then.
Telltale Games. He was there for atmosphere.
I could tell that we should have gone to the top, because that guy was a generic token, while this guy was a hand-drawn Sith art.
Exactly.
Don't let that stop you. I mean, these guys are generics now, too. Don't take them. If I put them on a map in the future, do not take them seriously, please. Please. Anyways,
So I guess we'll return.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, you guys can return and tell that Fist of Barovia that all's good, and they'll be like, cool. You guys are all free to go up wherever you were going. Just trying to get lost. This place gets really fucking confusing.
Right. Enjoy your counting, and hopefully John will soon be returning to you in one shape or another.
John shoots up a thumbs up. I'm good.
Ravenna kind of gives a very, uncomfortable thumbs up back to him.
With that, we can go north once more. You guys have successfully completed the first encounter of my little dungeon.
Yay.
Alright. This one has no tokens on it on purpose. Please place yourselves.
We about to get slimed.
Oh, it's just a mandated sewer section.
Ah, the classic torture room to sewer.
The wall, again, the hallways are like,
know.
I'm not doing the fucking thing.
Yeah,
the full fucking
and
hallway.
the place shifts anyway, so
Yeah,
we just got linked up to the bathroom.
As you guys enter the sewer, Piddlewick is surprised. Hee-ho, we shouldn't be here right now, Hee-ho. This isn't the right way.
What do you mean? You're the one leading us.
Well, yeah, and the other Piddlewick should be moving the place around, so there's really no reason that this should be here, and then almost as if he just, blinked into existence, the green alien, the green aberration from before, I should say aberration, the unknown planar creature from before is floating in the middle of the sewer area, looking at all of you.
How stinky.
The green space twink.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, he apparated into existence, alright? So, if anything, y'all are more stinky than him right now.
Oh.
Because we spent 5 seconds more in the sewer than him.
Yeah, technically.
No, you're stinky.
He's
Um,
green because he's so stinky.
Oh my god. So is that's racist.
Sorry, Warwick.
The two swords are still trailing behind you guys, by the way.
He's self-conscious now.
Oh my god.
You did have all the
Warwick.
garlic, remember?
Yes.
It's okay, Warwick.
Canonically
Brushed
stinky.
his teeth twice this morning.
So yeah, also the swords have been following you this whole time, by the way, still
Yeah,
doing
maybe.
their, like, Muppets, like, banter behind y'all. They go, ooh, and ah, upon seeing, the man in green appear. And he takes his finger out and wags at all of you to come forward.
And you are?
That's close enough, I suppose.
Oh, great. Put me in front here. Okay.
I didn't move you. I didn't move you.
There you go.
I'll back up.
Bumping, you're all bumping, trying to. Yeah, none of you want to enter the space.
Oh shit! Oh, sorry.
Oh, excuse me, sorry.
Oh, sorry. Excuse me.
Pitalook is vibing at the entrance. Well, not vibing. He's trying to like trace the stone wall to like kind of like send a signal to other Pitalooks that we're in the wrong fucking space. Please send help. The man in the floating creature looks at all of you, and then as you all feel like you blink, he is suddenly floating a little bit above Jericho, upside down, head looked down at him like Spider-Man kiss style, looking at Jericho. So, you're his latest toys.
So it would seem. Didn't catch your name at the ball, friend.
Yeah, Strahd had expressed a desire that I shouldn't meet you guys. He's like floating above you all, trying to get a good look at all of you. He's kicking his little feetsies back and forth in the air.
Considering that you're here now, I'm inclined to believe that you don't much like to follow Strahd's orders.
Well, I don't like orders. I'm kind of above them. It's like quite literally above all of you. Besides, I mean, you all clearly wanted to meet me too, right? Speaking of names, that's a thing you people do. You're Warwick, Jericho, Callan, Ravenia, and then he points to Aaron and then goes, that name doesn't seem right. Aaron. Oh well. So, all of you. Would you like to know my name?
It seems only fair.
Mm-hmm. My name is Polly Dory. Polly, or Dory for short. And I am from a place far, far, far away. You see him shoot his hands and little magical sparkles come out. Even farther than where you're from, Callan. He teleports. And is like, just not, like, his head twists at Callan.
How high up is the ceiling of this room?
I know you don't have fireball. Why was my first thought fireball?
No, I'm not gonna fireball.
Yeah, just to make sure. It is about, I would say, what's impressive enough but not like massively huge.
I don't know.
I'm
It
thinking
depends on
30.
who you ask.
30 feet. I think like a 30 feet. So like him himself is varying. Like he's either floating a whole person's away from you, or it's like really close in your space. But 30 feet tall.
Okay.
So, I was wondering. You all came across some mean people, but you didn't actually do any fighting, right? You don't look hurt. Maybe tired, but not hurt.
No, we didn't do any fighting, much to some people's chagrin.
That's okay. There's a lot of bloodlust here in Barovia. I like it. You're all looking for that fancy guy's tomb, right? It's like Sergei, as Polydor is like swimming around you all now.
It was supposed to be along the tour.
You see that tour, aren't the best tours the ones where things go awry, the tour guide doesn't know what they're doing, it's like Pitawick massively just spamming the same symbol on the fucking wall again, trying to get help.
No, that is literally the opposite of the best tour.
The sights, the sounds, the people, you could meet, he points at himself. Relax, I'm not the only one here to give you all some company. Kind of floats back a little bit. See, I kind of want to see what makes you all so impressive. What makes you all have those. And Warwick, you feel a tug at some of the cards in your, like, waist pocket. A little bit of a telekinetic tug. I want to know why you have those. And, well, there's no better kind of test than a stress test, right? So I brought some friends. Freaks. I brought monsters. As from the ground, this sunflower-shaped shadow emerges from the grime. Pitch black in its entirety, massive eye glowing pops out, and it's like it's changing the muscle fibers along its face to kind of resemble teeth. And then you guys hear gurgling from the water of the sewers as you see these things pipe their little heads up above the water's surface to get a good look at all of you. As well as from the grime. If it wasn't obvious, I'm saying that these things will fight you now, right?
Yes.
No, he's saying that to all of you.
Oh.
And as he snaps his fingers and the monsters, the aberrations, as they would come up on your divine sense, begin to take up fighting positions, we'll have you all roll turn order.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So remember to click on your token, and then click on initiative and all that while I arrange things with my numbers here. So this guy always goes last.
Big
Jericho
numbers,
with a
no
20.
whammies.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Welcome to the gang. Oh man, dismal showing for our
Nice.
heroes.
Yike!
Alright, so this combat's gonna be the first of the funky combats I have built for y'all in this campaign, or at least have, like, sketched up ideas of. Let me get combat music out, too. What would be good combat music? Shit. Actually, let's set this up first. You know what? Starting us off, Jericho, and before you guys ask, all of you know instinctively not to go into the actual sewer water, because these things are coming out of it, so you definitely don't want to go in there.
Stinky.
Yeah, but that's it. Jericho's thinking what you're gonna do while I pull up some combat music.
Oh, alright, I wasn't expecting to go first.
You rolled really well.
I did. What the heck?
That's not allowed.
That's not allowed. I'm concerned about the big black oozy grossness. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm gonna scooch right up into its business.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to start off by casting Compelled Duel on it.
Okay. I gotta roll a
I
wisdom.
say so.
I gotta roll a,
Wisdom save.
yeah, got it. You got it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Square up.
He passes the save.
Boo. Alright, so on a failed save, I think nothing happens if it succeeds, so wah wah. But that's okay. I'm just gonna take a whack at it, I guess.
Alright, and you guys are level 5, so don't forget you got 2 of those, but go ahead and give me those swings.
24.
Alright, a 24 hits. Roll me damage.
Neat. 9
Uh,
slashing. I'm also gonna smite that.
Okay, good, because you immediately feel as your blade hits this thing that it is resistant to non-magical bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage.
Cool. So
That.
together 9 slashing and 14 radiant.
So we'll make that 4 slashing and 14 radiant. So 4 plus 14, it's 18 points of damage. Actually, wait, does this guy... Okay, this guy is vulnerable to radiant, so that 14 doubles to 28.
Nice.
32 points of damage, Paladin Gaming.
Hell yeah.
Roll me a d20 off that smite, please.
Oh, okay.
See if you have your crisis of faith.
Yeah.
Oh, that one.
Oh, what?
Alright, starting off immediately, let's go.
Because you're
Jericho.
compelled dual fail.
It is...
Doomed by the narrative.
The narrative has been straining on you, Jericho. And often at times you find that you can turn to the Man of Sorrows. But as you look around, as you've looked past this adventure, he has been nowhere to seen. And in your head, for some reason, that original vision you had, that reflection in the mirror from Session 0, the man with tan skin and dirty blonde hair appears and you lose your focus. From this point onward until your next long rest, all of your divine smites will deal the same damage type as your weapon. It'll still be magical, but it's no longer radiant.
Spicy.
I nerfed it a little bit when I realized, wait a minute, that's literally Paladin's whole gimmick. At least these two. Alright, King, you got one more attack, and I don't think you have any swift action options yet, but yeah.
Yep. So 21.
Yep, that hits. This thing's really
and
big.
only 4 slashing damage. Well, 2, I guess.
Yep. 2 slashing damage. This thing laughs at you, Flowey style.
Ugh, rude.
Is that it for you, King?
Yes, that was my bonus action and my action.
Alright, it is time for the Aberration Betas, and they're only called this because I needed some way to denominate all of the aberrations I'm cooking for all of them.
Beta cucks. I
So-
heard it.
This phase is their movement phase. So they're each going to, in water, they have double speeds. This one can move here, and then one tile out here. This one can move 1, 2, 3. Double speed, 1 here. This one can move here, and this one can only get up to about here. This one, I'm going to mark this one as still, like, submerged, so it's not really, like, in melee. It is in melee range, but, like, it's in melee range of Callan. Alright, let me clarify. Reach character.
Yeah, reach character.
Yeah, reach character! I buffed reach weapons for spell users. Hee hee. Alright. Okay, and that is their movement phase, and that's all that's going to happen. Callan, it's your turn.
Okay. Well, first things first, swift action. I'm going to do my little install thing. So just immediately, seeing these things start to encroach and surround them is immediately going to take a defensive position, realizing that they are immediately surrounded. And as she does so, the fire kind of overtakes her whole body, and she tries to have it be more like a wide circle around her to try and assert some kind of extra presence to keep them away from any allies. That's just flavor. And so with that, then moving on to her bonus action, she's going to do her good old bread and butter and activate her Spirit Shroud. So just extra bit of damage on each thing as just a sort of extra cold sort of energy just surrounds her alongside the fiery inferno that engulfs her body. And I'm going to go ahead and do my swingy swings.
A little swingy swing.
Go for it. Oh, by the way, if you guys didn't know, we've had a long rest since the last session, so if you haven't topped up your HP yet, you should. That's all.
Okay.
Hoka.
Alright.
I'm a warlock, so I kind of was just like, yep.
Yep, go for it.
All right.
Just a little power nap and you're good.
Yep. All right. First swing against the one right in front of me. 15 to hit.
15 to hit on this one?
Yeah, the one right in front of me.
Yeah, got it, sorry. That is a hit. Alright, roll me damage.
Okay.
Oh.
There's... Oh! God, max damage. Okay.
Okay, that kills it.
Okay, well, the fire and spiritual damage is also here. Yep.
Actually, does 14... No, the 14 doesn't kill it. The additional... Yeah, that kills it. Okay.
Okay.
I didn't say it because I forgot. Can I have mage armor up?
Yeah, sure. No,
Okay, thank you.
we got the roll. You just burn the spell slot, start with every day.
I always
Whatever.
forget
You're
it's
fine.
a thing.
You're good. Your spellcaster's complicated ass AC. Don't
Yeah.
worry, you're fine.
I'm a marshal, leave me alone.
Gonna go back to playing your D12 chat of a hag woman some other time,
Yep.
right? Yeah, hell yeah, sister.
I'm
Alright.
ready.
That one is dead, and Callan, as you kill it, its bulbous sac grows and it pops into the sticky
pop,
matter, covering your weapon. You're not sure what purpose this serves, but you now have some glowing goo to use.
On my fiery weapon.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Or your hands, sure, whatever. Wherever you want it, man.
I'm all fire, so.
Wherever you want the goo, you just have some goo.
Just completely unfazed by this,
Mhm.
is going to immediately take a step forward, even with reach, and is just going to assert themselves right up into this one, and then it's going to take a stab at this one too.
Okay, roll the hit.
It is
Yes.
a 22 to hit.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Alright, well you're... Okay. Yep, that's enough.
Mhm.
This one
Alright.
also pops, you get another stack of that.
Okay.
This isn't just flavor text, by the way. Please keep track of
Yeah.
however many you kill.
Double the goo.
I got it. I
You
can
got
I
two
can keep
stacks
track of
it.
it.
Alright, anything
Um,
else?
No, just other than to flavor that, as she has taken this position, just immediately full defensive. It's like two swift movements. One just explodes from the first one that gets it all over her, and then she just immediately, with the same motion, flips the halberd around and on the upswing, slices the next one in half.
Oh, yeah. That one is also just popped, cleaved in twain, still pops. Okay.
That's my turn.
Alright, Ravenya, you are up.
All right, I'm gonna be a little spicy. A little
go for
spicy, because I've been waiting to bust this out for a while. Ravenya is gonna basically do an inception and just start walking on the wall 30 feet up.
Oh my god.
She's up. She's out of there.
So she is standing on the wall, parallel to the ground.
I'm gonna mark you
As-
purple for up.
Yeah, as she's going to do her classic double whammy. So I'm gonna mana rend the big eye.
Okay, go ahead.
So make an intelligence saving throw.
Oh, you got it. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. What's the DC?
15.
Beats it.
Okay, so then she doesn't get to affect that as her mana energy doesn't grasp upon this giant gazing eye. So because of that, I'll do it. Fuck it. Fuck the police. Let's go.
Fireball.
I'm gonna do my quicken spell to cast my mana phage. So my Tasha's. Let's make another intelligence saving throw.
Oh, you got it. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Fails.
Okay. So yeah, as her, standing along the wall, her just tendrils and tentacles of eyes and mouths fly out and start ripping away at this eyeball horror, and does 3, 6, 17 psychic damage.
Okay, takes that.
And-
Just neutral.
And until its next turn, it has to choose if it's going to move, do an action, or a bonus action. Only one of the three. And it can't take a reaction.
Okay. Let me know if you hear some people in the background, by the way. I think some guests just came over.
But yeah,
Okay.
but that's me. So he's slowed and doesn't have reactions, basically.
Okay. That's your turn. It is time for the aberration's second phase. The pop phase. All right.
Oh.
This aberration first. I need Constitution saves from Jericho and Warwick.
Okay.
Out of 15.
16.
Okay, and that,
Buddies.
they both pass.
Yay.
I want you
Ooh,
both.
buddy.
I want you both now to roll me 2d10.
Oh.
Okay.
What a strange request.
It's a little funny effect I made for this little thing.
I got 13.
You got 13. Okay, well, I just need the two different numbers. So your highest is 8. Okay, all right, Yulia.
Okay, you said 2d10. My computer is so slow on Roll20.
My roll 20 is moving really slow too for some reason.
Yeah.
There's a lot of moving parts in this map. That's probably why. Yeah, honestly, like the limitations with like the storage and stuff might be why we don't do dungeons in the future.
It's okay. Hold on, I can get it.
She got it. She got it. All right, off
That's
the 8
so nice.
though. I will tell you this right now. Jericho, you are. Let me see if I'm reading this right. You are poisoned.
Oh, good.
That's disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls. And Bestie, off of your 5, you are now grappled in goo.
God has truly abandoned Jericho.
Oh.
And this one has popped. I'm gonna mark that as one condition on each of you guys. I said Warwick was grappled.
That's a successful save.
You don't want to see what the lower numbers do.
Okay.
You don't want to see what that one could have been for Yulia. Alright, this one is gonna pop. Only Aaron has to make the con check. I'm not gonna include Pitalook in this fight, because I don't want to fucking... I forgot to give Aaron a turn.
That's how relevant he is.
He'll be with Warwick to keep him
Alright.
safe. Excuse me. Yeah, so GM roll... Wait, why am I rolling? Oh, yeah, right. I also need another con saving throw from Warwick again.
Okay.
Aaron fails.
I've been rolling.
Yulia definitely
Shit.
fails.
Oh my god.
Oof.
Oh my god, such shitty rolls today.
420. You betrayed me.
Aaron gets a 2. Aaron is now blinded. Okay.
Whoa.
Where's a good blind? Yeah, we'll just use that one again. Fuck it.
So I have a question. Is this all from the big eye or the little eyes?
Oh, no, from the little guys. The little guys are exploding and spreading a condition. So, Warwick, I need another 2d10. You can just hit up on the Roll20 chat and it'll load in the last one you did. Sorry, no, this one's kind of like tedious, but it's facts that we're
it's
dealing
fine.
with it.
No, it's not tedious. It's fine. Okay.
An 8. Okay, that means you also end up getting poisoned.
Oh, goody.
Alright, honestly, having a lower turn count is the play here. Also, I just got rid of that one. I'm just gonna copy and paste this and then...
As you poison Warwick before his turn.
Oh, actually, yeah, wait, is that a good thing or is that a bad thing? I don't fucking know anymore.
Don't matter. It's
Don't matter.
Warwick's
Don't matter.
turn.
Sorry, I forgot there's also... Actually, the one submerge can't reach you, so yeah, no, that's it. And this one isn't minimum reach. So, Warwick, it is your turn.
Okay, I am restrained.
You're-
Is that a strength check to try to get, or
You are grappled. Your
Grappled,
speed
okay.
is 0, and there is currently no way to end the effect.
gotcha?
You have
So
javelins,
you
right?
can't move for a turn, so
Sick.
you could blindly or poisonedly throw some javelins, I guess.
Mhm. You can still spend on javelins too if you want.
Yeah. Okay. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. He, despite being grappled, is going to reach a hand back and pull out a javelin and just wildly throw it at the monster in front.
You do have disadvantage because barf, but
Because you're stinky.
Leave me
Green
alone!
people.
Too stinky.
A 9 does hit.
Oh.
Wow.
He's a big
Hell
guy.
yeah.
I don't like high AC enemies unless they die in like 2 hits anyways. That's 3 piercing, cut in half. That is 1. Do you want to smite?
Gosh. Yes, I'm smite.
Alright, you gotta roll that d20 afterwards.
That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, and we rolled smite, which is the 2d8.
Yep. Oof.
Oh my god!
Oh, we hate to see it.
We
4
both
damage.
we both lost God today.
Roll me the d20, Yulia, to see if you're
Oh my! Thank
You're fine.
God.
You're safe. You're safe.
One freaking roll.
You are
Oh
not
my
doomed by the
goodness.
narrative tonight.
that
Literally, thank God.
that
Doomed
4
by
is doubled.
everything else.
It's 8 radiant
8.
damage. Plus
Oh,
1 is
boy.
9. That's 9 damage right there. Who?
Big dick.
All right. You do have a second attack, and I'm not tracking ammo, so you can chuck another javelin if you want.
Okay, I'll check another one then.
15 hits, yeah.
15.
Uh,
Another 3.
you want to smite again?
No, I will not.
Okay, that is 1 more point of damage. Okay, that's your turn.
Yep, that's it.
Okay, let me double check if I'm reading this spell right. Unfortunately, Aaron is a spellcaster, so
Yep. So to be clear, the reason why she's rolling so badly is because the macro she's using is 0 plus 3 for the javelin damage. So
what the fuck? Yeah, okay,
Nice.
good point. A javelin is a 1d6, right?
It's 1d6 plus 3, yeah.
So
All right,
roll
Bestie.
2d-
No, don't even worry about it. We'll just give you 6 damage on each of those because I feel bad about the smite.
So now you know it is a d6 plus 3 rather than just clicking the damage thing. It might be the sheet isn't linked up to anything.
Yeah,
And
I
that's
can-
why
No,
it's
it's
not.
not. Okay.
Here, I'll
So,
just make that
Before
sheet.
you fix that, you could just do the 1d6 plus 3.
I'll give you max damage on those anyways, because the smite was kind of, I paladin. I played paladin before I've been there, so we'll just add another 6 piercing damage, or that would
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. plus
There it
6.
goes, yeah.
Okay. All right, Ward. That's your turn.
Yep, that's it.
Okay. It is Aaron's turn. He is going to. He's blinded, but you were right in front of him, so he would know where you were mostly. So he's gonna like kind of bump into you and like kind of feeling your shoulders. Okay, Mr. Work, I got you. And he is going to cast Lesser Restoration on you, curing you of your poison condition.
Oh god. Thank you. I already feel a little bit better.
I can't really see, so I'll take your word for it. And his like eyes are like very close shut. Okay. That is Aaron's turn because he is I'm gonna be real. Aaron is undercooked at the moment for reasons. But it is now the shadowy creature's turn. At the start of its turn, this ability goes off. Everyone in the room, for every debilitating condition you have, you automatically take 1d8 psychic damage.
Ooh.
Oh,
I see.
Everyone you have.
It's kind of like the band fight I did in Ashes. I just could never get you guys to fail saves.
Does goo on my hands count as a debilitating condition?
No, I will get to that when it is your
Let's
turn.
go.
When it is your turn.
Oh no!
Let's go. All right, you all, for Jericho, Warwick, and Aaron, who is me, you all take 3 psychic damage.
Okay.
Maybe I should pump up the numbers. That feels kind of baby.
we all have a headache now.
Mm-hmm. And as for its action, it is going to look at Warwick and actually, Revenio's up on the fucking ceiling. It's action.
Also, remember, it has to pick between
Mhm.
its action, movement, or bonus.
Mm-hmm. It is going to use a beam of necrotic ray. So this is a
Fringe. Is
There's
it zapping me?
That's a low roll. Yeah, it's sidestepping you. 10 does not hit you, right?
No, it does not. AC is currently 14.
Should have hardballed you on the fucking on the mage armor. Oh well, that's his
Whoa,
turn.
whoa, whoa, whoa! I have a base AC of 11. Thank you very much. You still would have missed me.
Damn.
Check yourself.
We have one Dex in this house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You are up, Jericho. You're still poisoned.
Yup. So because of that, I'm going to, as a bonus action, activate my channeled divinity, specifically the Vow of Enmity, which it says gives me advantage on attack rolls. Could I use that to nullify the disadvantage and just have it be a straight roll?
Those two cancel out. Yeah, it would be a straight roll. Yeah.
Alrighty, I'm gonna do that. So I have that for a minute, and I'm gonna take a swing at this rude dude. Oh, that's a 12.
All right, a 12 does
AC
hit
of
it.
9.
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah, you're good. Go ahead at him. All right, that's 2
All right.
slashing. You can still smite. It won't be radiant. That's all.
It's just more slashing.
Yeah. I mean, I might as well, because I'm doing dinky damage, so... Oh! Another 5.
Okay. That one is not resisted at all, though. That is 5 straight
Yeah.
magical damage.
Yep.
Jump.
And another one. Wham.
That hits.
Wham. 6.
3.
I guess 3 slashing damage.
Okay. Is that your turn, Jericho?
That is my turn.
All it
Alan,
takes.
if you want to be tactical, you could delay your turn until after I go.
There's the fun in that.
We'll see.
I'm just saying. I got plans.
All right. At the
Ooh.
start of the move phase, a few more of the little guys are going to come in.
Oh no.
I like
Little
giving my.
lads.
Don't you guys love D&D conditions? I will never use a mechanic like this again. There's just a reason why I'm using it this time. All right, this one. These are all going to. Oh wait! How could I forget this little guy? He is going to go here. Actually, no. If he does that, he technically leaves Warwick's range.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Warwick will fuck his world.
Work will gladly get goo on his hands to protect
For
friends.
all of you, yes.
Gooed up on a Monday.
Gooed up by the power of friendship.
I love it when my friends goo. All right, that's their movement phase. Callan, you are up. There's just a bunch of little guys. Just take the 3d8 damage. If you nuke the big guy, then there's like no worry, right?
Game's easy.
Yeah, come on, Callan, you're the DPS, right? Why didn't you just single target the boss? Or Polly. Polydor has been vibing in the room, by the way. He's just floating and watching.
I'm a little bit in a weird spot here.
Yeah, this is
Sounds like you
Surrounded
should
by
fireball.
Where do I fireball? There's friends everywhere.
I mean, that's the trade-off of Fireball.
They
but that-
really your friends?
Okay, listen,
That's
Callan.
true. I've specifically said that you are not my friends so
Yeah.
far.
Yes.
Think about the math. You have 1, 2, 2.5 friends here, and then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 guys. Fireball in a heartbeat. Your friends can take it. Think of the RP too, Lily.
She wouldn't do this.
She would not. Yeah, that's fair.
It's not very.
Oh, by the way,
cash-money
start of your
affair.
turn, you realize something. It occurs to you as if like a little
Yeah,
helpful.
how's my goo?
Yeah, as a swift action, you can use the goo to enchant your attacks. Each time you land an attack, the goo will fling off on an ally of your choosing to cleanse a condition.
Oh, neato.
Wait, say that again?
It's good
Swift,
goo.
swift action, for each attack you do, you can expend a goo to heal an ally of a condition.
So you have two. Is there a range on it?
Nope. I didn't
Okay,
want to.
so
Okay.
you could just hit one of these guys and then remove the
Yeah.
grapple, hit another one, remove the
Okay.
poison, etc.
I'm
Aaron
gonna.
can stay blind.
Fuck Aaron.
He hasn't done it. Oh my
All
god.
right. Well, let's see what happens. So I'm gonna first just I'm very surrounded. So but we're just gonna make sure that we're not at least getting like flunked. So I'm gonna just try and get the ones that are like in front of me. Like so, if my thing wants to click, to show which one. The one right to the left of me.
Got it.
I'm just gonna go for a swingy swing.
Go for it. Oh, that hits.
Okay.
God, you
Yeah.
were consistent.
I guess so.
She does have a +7, so
Mhm.
I would say I have the like the free +1 from,
from
whatever
being a
called.
simp.
Yeah, from being a
Gee.
simp. From
It's Pact of the
All
Blade.
right,
Yeah, Pact of the
any
Blade.
riders?
yeah, it's. I'll at least do the Spirit Shroud one. Only one. Okay. Then the
I'll say
Genie's-
that kills.
the Genie's Wrath also comes on the
All
first
right,
one
so
it hits.
now you can swift action,
Yeah.
remove somebody's buff.
I only
Oh,
get one swift
debuff.
action per turn.
No, I'm
though.
saying I'm saying like I guess me saying swift action is kind of redundant because you don't have any other swift actions. You can just every attack with the goo, you can cleanse the condition.
Yeah, then I will cleanse Warwick from being covered in goo.
All right, so that's one attack,
Yay.
one goo.
And then the one next to Jericho, I will swing my second attack at it.
All right, go for it.
Okay, 16.
Mm-hmm.
5. Okay, there's the bad roll. And then 5 cold damage.
Okay. All right. He's still.
Then, yeah, I would
Wait.
say, can I cleanse Jericho now?
Mhm.
Okay, I will cleanse Jericho only for him to be covered in goo in a few seconds.
So now is it that Callan has one goo charge left? Because she had 2 at the start of her
Yeah,
turn.
she killed one,
and
so
then-
she would have one more. Yeah.
Yeah.
So she had
okay.
3, and then she's used 2.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm keeping track.
One goo
Then
for you.
bonus action. Going to point at Warwick and just say, I don't think these things are going to stop. Take down the big guy. I'll keep holding off the little ones as best as I can. Just say, I'll use one of my commanding strikes to let you take an attack action.
Ooh.
Oh, not an attack action, just a extra 1 attack. Right
To
now.
Warwick or Jericho? Because
Oh,
Warwick's
Warwick.
not in melee with the guy.
He's got
Oh,
javelins.
The jab. Yeah, let's make it Jericho. Let's make it Jericho. That makes more sense.
Go for it.
Okay.
Go get him, champ.
Okay.
Yeah, but Jericho doesn't bark.
Real.
Oh, woo.
Real.
Uh-huh.
Real shit.
All right, 16 hits. Roll me damage.
Oh my
Alright.
god, my damage rolls are being so bad.
It's okay, guys. You're almost there. You can see the numbers too, right?
No.
You're fine. Believe in yourselves. Do you want to smite? This is technically an attack.
I mean, yeah, if I can smite, I'll
Yeah.
smote.
No, all right. Smote it is.
7.
Yep, 7 more damage. That is huge. He is looking pretty hurt. All right. That was your turn, right, Callan?
Yeah.
Okay, Ravenia, you are up.
Okay, I'm gonna try and support my friendos.
Mhm.
So I am going to use my Void Call spell and put down it's a 20-foot cube. I think there's actually a thing for this now. A square. Here we go. So.
Oh.
Whoop.
Oh, it's real.
Okay, so if I move it like. The tilting it is the hard part there. So okay. So if I move it slightly, I basically try to put it down so it gets sorry. That it gets the big guy and the two little ones, or I guess.
Yeah, no, I can.
One.
I see what you're trying to do. Where it's
Yeah,
like,
so I'm using my Void Call,
this.
which is Fairy Fire.
Mm-hmm.
So
Or what save is that?
it is a within range is outlined dexterity saving throws.
Okay. This blue one is still in the water, so it's submerged, so I'm gonna give it advantage, but aside from the other ones, we'll roll it straight.
DC 15.
Okay, fail. No, that's a pass because of advantage. That's a fail. And big guy. He is a stationary creature, so, yeah, that's a fail. So this
Awesome.
guy is now... These two are now marked for your, poking pleasure.
All right, so yeah, as Venya holds out her hand, more tendrils begin sprouting out of the ground of tentacles that are kind of holding them in place and coursing mana through them that you can be able to see all their weak points. You have advantage to all attack rolls against those guys.
Okay. Anything else, Ravenia?
I am then going to move on the ceiling 20 feet. So I'm kind of like standing above Jericho to the side 30 feet up.
It's gotta be a really weird fucking sight.
He is not feeling uncomfortable about this at all.
Alright. Is that your turn,
When the
Ravenia?
fanged lady walks on the ceiling. Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. Alright, this aberration, alright. It's a lot of fucking saves. How about this? Jericho Warwick, roll me one save with advantage. Just to make it quick. Because if I make you...
save?
Con save, yeah, one con save with advantage.
12.
Alright, I'm gonna roll these pretty quick. And we will just sum these up to one thing. One condition for you guys each, because I don't want to, like, spend 20 more years. These three pop. Jericho, I rolled 2 10s for you, so you just get you get no condition.
Yay.
And Warwick, that's a 6. We've not done a 6 yet. You are deafened.
Oh,
Who?
what?
Yeah. Alright, Ravenia's out of trouble. Callan, I need one con save from you.
Yeah. Where's the button? There's the button.
Mm-hmm.
Nat 20.
What the heck?
Let's
Okay.
go.
Alright,
This
roll
is
me
easy.
2d10 with advantage, and I will just...
Yeah.
because you got a nat 20, I'll add like a +2.
So you want to get at least an 8, so it turns into a 10, so you don't get anything.
Maybe you want a 9, though. What could 9 be?
That's 5.
7! 7! You are prone!
Okay.
That is a
I
condition.
fall on my ass.
That is a condition.
Glued to the ground.
Alright, that's their turn. Warwick, you are up, and you have advantage on the big guy.
You're deaf,
Let's
but you
go.
can murder.
Oh yes. Oh, and murder he shall.
Alright,
He's
roll with
going to go in
advantage.
with his- Let's go with the great axe, baby.
Yep,
Yeah,
that hits.
22.
Ooh.
Alright, 4 points of slashing damage, and is there anything else you want to do?
I'll go ahead and do my second smite then.
Okay.
So 2d8.
Come on, advantage. Ooh.
16 more radiant.
16 more radiant. How do you want to pop this guy?
Let's go.
Mm,
Okay. At this point, being stagnant for so long during the battle has kind of riled him up. So the moment he pulls out his greatsword as averts to his javelin, you could see the veins kind of pulsing a bit on his arm, and he'll keep his great axe behind him as he steps forward, and just with both hands will take it, rise it above his head, and just slam it right down, like cutting it clean in half.
Take that, Gloopster.
Alright. This guy is split in twain, and as you cut down through, now finally pushing through his flesh, through his form, you hit something solid. You hit something solid, and the shadows dissipate, and your axe is lodged in the head of what appears to be some sort of master of the arcane. As he dies, the rest of the little guppies will hop back in the water and sort of swim away. The man you have your axe lodged into in his head, his eyes were white, but then his pupils grow with color, and his first look at you, his first expression is shock before his eyes roll back over, and the last breath of life leaves his body.
Yikes.
That was entertaining. Nice little stress test, yeah. Anyways, it was a pleasure to meet all of you. I promise next time I'll bring something a little more entertaining, okay?
Till we meet again, then.
Try not to let that one death over there distract you for too long. There are other people racing to where you're going right now. And Polydor sort of like disapparates.
Ravenna will come running across the ceiling and then down the wall again before dismounting.
I will stand up and just like kind of rub my ass, just like, ah.
Now, I should have known on account of your dazzling smile, but that little display there rather confirms my suspicions, Lady Ravenna.
I wouldn't know what you're talking about.
No? Listen, I can't say anything considering I just let a vamp out of his chains. But I want to be very clear. If we are going to continue working together, no one in this party will be sustenance for you. Is that understood?
She kind of raises an eyebrow and goes, "Are you implying that I'm a vampire?"
I think you made that abundantly clear at this point.
Well, you may have your particular prejudices from wherever you come from, but I assure you, Jericho, that I am not one of your undead abominations that you hold with such prejudice.
No? When's the last time you had a breath of fresh air, Lady Ravenna?
She'll walk right up to Jericho, not like backing down, and goes, "Moments before I was pulled into this world with the rest of you."
Whatever it is that you claim to be, what I said stands true. No one here will be food for you. So long as we can keep that arrangement, I see no reason why we can't work together. You've proven mighty useful thus far.
She puts a hand over her heart and goes, "You wound me, Jericho. I am not one of your blood blood drinkers, and I frankly am offended by the implication. I've been forthright with you, and I have stood alongside you every step of the way, and I don't intend for that to change, but I don't enjoy the prospect of you potentially preying upon me whenever your own paranoia feeds your desires.
So long as you don't give me a reason to terminate our friendly accord, you have nothing to worry about, my lady.
Well then, I see that we will simply have to trust each other a little bit more.
We'll see. But for now, I think we have more important people to deal with.
Right. The real enemy.
Alright. With that, Pitalook will very awkwardly lead you all to the next room. And the two swords will continue their banter going, awkward! It's just fucking Marvel dialogue between the two of them. As you all leave this room, Ravenia, you feel a tug at your leg. Eerily similar to the tugging you felt in your dreams. Do you remember back in that void with all the wiry, wrinkly hands reaching out all over you, forcing the grapes down your mouth?
Yeah, how could I forget that?
You look back and you see a shadow of that caster that Warwick had put down. And you see him hold up a grape to you. And everyone's still moving down the hallways at this point, and in this moment of time, you have an opportunity. Do you take this grape? The seed?
That's interesting, because that's not exactly how I thought it was going to be, but I will take it.
He will give it to you, a very strangely crooked smile across his face as his shadow dissipates into the floor. And instinctively, I'll actually give it to you. Do you want to eat it? Like the ones that were force-fed to you?
I'm going to have it pocketed for now. I'm not going to immediately eat it.
Okay. You can carry whatever that strange thing is with you for the time being.
Okay.
It is intangible and in your mind space.
Okay.
Okay, with that, we will now come to the next room. As you all enter this room, you see an assortment of like miniature mausoleums, little segues, each marked for a different member of Strahd's family. You see the last name, but no first name, as Pitalook explains. Hee-ho! These were meant to be the eternal homes of future descendants of Strahd. Due to reasons, no descendants have come from Strahd, Hee-ho. And as such, this room has been converted into a puzzle for Sergei's tomb, Hee-ho. In two of these rooms lies a true ghost of the Strahd lineage, Hee-ho. When you find the two of them, the door will open, Hee-ho. And as you look down this grimacing hallway, we will end session there.
Bum, bum, bum. Spicy.
Mm-hmm. I'm already feeling like maybe dungeons for the future won't be a good idea, at least for time, and also for my fucking Roll20 storage and loading. Also, puzzle, y'all remember Lieutenant Surge?
Yeah.
Anyways, guys, I will, we'll see you all next time. Any closing thoughts or words on today's session, guys?
Jericho's a racist, that's all.
I don't want to hear that from the lady who's been saying green all night.
Hey, for the record, Jericho did say anybody with flat teeth when he had somebody with tusks, somebody with shark teeth, and somebody with fangs in the party.
Listen, he's used to only being around humans.
Hey, that tarot card reader, that psychic did tell you to be more open-minded on this adventure.
She did.
No offense, gentlemen. No offense.
Anyways,
Hey, the fact that I let 2 vampires live today is pretty good. That's an improvement.
they're the good
Vampires.
ones. This one hates himself. I can support that. Oh, poor Talhar. Oh, I forgot to mention, he didn't have time to explain it, but Talhar is a Barovian code for exiled and punished people. And
Gotcha.
He is the
Okay.
last person punished by Strahd that is a Barovian. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, I think we'll end it there. And one last call for any last minute things.
Nope.
Stay
happy
gay,
to be here.
people.
Yeah, stay
Stay
gay.
gay.
Check out Nexus from Obsidia. Check out Lily's comics. Check out Maris's reading streams. Give Yulia a little anniversary gift if you can, and
Give
come
me
back
your
for next
money.
session.
Give me your money.
All right. Anyways, good night, guys. Bye.
Bye.